not quite as much, but still able to put in that work.
Yeah, so let's see it. Our first match here, Pools round 1. We got Kemo Enjoyer versus Nuclear Cheese headed up. So it's going to be, I imagine, a lot of screen pollution, right? You know, we got the bros coming out, we got the cat bots, and of course we got GG trying to find an opportunity to hold down the neutral, but Kemo is not giving you any opportunity to, you know, set that tempo.
Oh yeah, Kemo coming hot off of a top 8 at Paragon line last night. Sure to be feeling herself here in this bracket. Round 1, she's already forcing her way all the way in on Nuclear Cheese's Ferry.
Go close L's, set up the single bro, and we wait out the UDP as well. Kemo, big chillin' here, and of course we have the SK behind it just to make sure we get that kill with a human pyramid attack.
Unfortunate with the DP changes this patch. Every invincible DP except for you getting that extra counter hit slowdown afterwards. So not going to be seeing that change in effect here, as Ferry only having access to that metered reversal.
Yeah, I was wondering, you know, why they didn't apply that to UDPs, but I guess, you know, you're spending the 50 meter, right? So if you get it blocked, like either way you're taking damage and you're down a decent amount of resources. So I guess I can understand. But speaking of resources, a couple item tosses coming out from Kemo. A couple, you know, good stakes to keep the HP healthy.
Getting a trade with the cat bot is not what Nuclear Cheese was looking for, especially when 2 BP are gone. Now 3, so damage racks up that much faster.
Oops. Yeah, we got the recall off the GG detonation as well. One more whip to put you back into the corner, but that one's not going to avoid the UDP. Kemo has one more chance to fight back. Oh my god. Overhead did so much damage.
It went through the berry. Are you kidding me?
Ooh. Okay, spot dodge on the whip. Yeah, chip damage about to be a factor here, especially after eating one more. Yuel, jet debt! Or GG debt rather, sorry. I'm a little too uni-brained going on right now, but no Batista to be seen. It's GG bringing us to round number 3.
You can see it in Kemo's eyes. They wanted to run away from GG, try and get some more snacks out of the pocket, but there was just no screen real estate to give. Nuclear Cheese standing at the other corner, and Kemo shimmying back and forth right in front of their face.
Yeah, ends up baiting out the Brave counter, the delay meaty, just to have that BC come out as an RS. Now we're stuck in the corner here at one touch, but still on the spot dodge, just a call out with a close L.
Get the full combo for the troubles in the SBA, drain 1 EP off of Kemo, but they do have 100 meter. They could just HP and wake up, then there it is.
Time to escape. Yeah, you're getting caught out by the GG detonation, but really it's not a ton of HP to take when you got that infinite super armor. Now running up right past the rockets.
Nuclear Cheese doesn't have a whole lot more health left to give. Chip out is imminent. Sammy and Tommy getting stuffed.
Yeah, you can block one more. See, now the green glow of the HP is gone, and so is that final tick. Kemo is going to take game 1.
Looking as strong as ever on this Lowain. Nuclear Cheese hasn't really been able to hold their ground full screen that reliably. Kemo's been forcing their way in.
There we go, set up the single bro. Big chillin', but still gonna eat the throw afterwards. Decent amount of HP to work with, but now with the throw on the brain, this tech, you know, situation gonna be a big counter hit for Kemo.
It's BC'd out, but the boys are still coming. You cannot mess with the U wheel. It's gonna come over there no matter what you do.
Exactly. I mean, you have such a big health lead. Like, Kemo is fine to just run up 6XL. It's fine if I eat an SSBA. Even with the damage, you know, bonus from stripping all those crystals, you really only need 1 or 2 straight hits to seal this out.
Get a GG set up on the knockdown. Absolutely. And let's run past it and call the boys once again.
See, that was scary. We saw the micro step forward. I was like, no, please do not run into GG on the late active frame, trying to get the wheel out, but perfect spacing from Kemo now puts them on set point.
Huge 2H counter hit. Not a button you see utilized that often, but when it works, it sure works. The cross up does as well. And oh, you thought we liked the right corner? I like this one better.
There we go. We got the side swap to make sure we were in the corner, get that full screen corner carry, but ends up losing the corner for it as well. Caught out with the overhead.
Kemo's just chilling. Walking the GG mix, the late tech gets them out of the situation, and now Nuclear Cheese has to get put back to full screen.
Yeah, both sides were kind of swinging at Ghost for a little bit, but you know, Nuclear Cheese 1 hit away from being sent down into the loser side. Big chilling up the 6-6H.
Some space for themselves controlling this mid-range, forcing Kemo to take some risks, but the come at me, bro. Takes the extended hurt box and says, I'll slap that right out the sky. Oh, I'm so excited to see Sandalphon. We were talking about it before. You know, the merits of the various different stances. Of course, he's got the unique action. He can put himself into 4 different stances. Fire being kind of the default, the standard neutral one. But a lot of players have been liking just sticking in light, like Bloo's doing now.
Yeah, I think the extra damage is pretty rough in a game that can, you know, certainly be volatile in other ways already. You know, there are some fun gimmicks. Of course, we see a lot with the water unblockable on Twitter, but, you know, still a pretty solid base form. All things considered, as Bloo with the dash under on the U skill, able to find a throw.
Back up to full screen. Solgaleo tries to find purchase with that M Fireball, but Bloo says no.
All right, DP out of here. Whip on the Fredruary though.
We got that install at the fire state active for Bloo. Solgaleo finds a DP. And if Bloo is not careful on defense, that extra 10% debuff in the face of Siegfried of all characters.
You know, we could say the UDP is more careful, right? Because at least if you're wrong, you're avoiding the counter hit property, but still the run up jump coming out from Solgaleo is going to bait out that throw attack from Bloo. It's still not going to be a kill just yet, and a throw is lethal.
Frames gets guard canceled off, and Bloo trying to wiggle out afterwards. Great coverage by Solgaleo with the far heavy.
Yeah, I mean, smart BC there, right? You don't want to have to eat the plus frames from consuming the element off of the lariat, and you just want to find your one last hit. One round here over to Solgaleo, the run under, but it doesn't cross up.
And the knockdown, Solgaleo getting a little bit predictable. Two counter hits in a row on those delay mashes, but BC gets them to turn back, and they're doing so in kind.
Yeah, spot dodge on the cleave, but still going to take your turn back. It's EXDP on the wake up. Now we're pushing you over to the corner, the boomer check, no, and you don't have any more BP to raid counter it back. Solgaleo running away with this RS starter.
He's gonna kill, not quite. Thankfully for Bloo, wasn't in an install, would have certainly died, but the far light will take care of that regardless. Solgaleo takes game 1.
Yeah, scary situation. I saw that sliver and I thought the exact same thing. I was like, Bloo, if you were fire, if you were earth, if you were wind right now, you would be dead. But then, you know, a 1 HP situation up against Siegfried in the corner. Still scary for sure. But heading on into it. Game number 2, it turns out we're actually swapping on over to Old Reliable here with the Eustace.
Believe in victory.
Gonna have a whole lot more tools to keep Siegfried at bay with the various versions of Flameck Thunder and the slow kill to take up a whole lot of that space.
Yeah, not really a lot of changes here for Eustace in the new patch, but hey, if that's what you have comfortable in the muscle memory, no reason not to try it out here in game number 2. Fireball Wars with the Flameck.
Getting that EX cooldown, though, is pretty costly. Rolled into the 2-1-4. Oh, that's such huge damage for Solgaleo. Surely we're going to the Schwarzafenga. Look at 50% evaporate from Bloo's health bar.
SBA, you're at 30%. Yeah, you got a full bar of meter, but how are we going to use it? Let's see. Okay, no spend on the UDP. We're chilling out.
Nice and slow. We're going to cash out. Oh, absolutely. Get the H grenade. Confirms, but doesn't get the second hit, so can't combo all the way.
Yeah, unfortunate. Didn't end up getting the DP landing on the same side. The cross through. So Bloo now back to the corner. Still has one more BP in case we lose our turn for one more BC. Still waiting for the meteor to come back up. Runs right into the U firewall and grab him by the collar. It's Solgaleo on set point.
After pulling up with no fear in their eyes, tossing Bloo down. It's looking long for Eustace right now.
Ooh. Going long in the mid screen here at 6XL to get a light confirm. Like you guys are mentioning in the chat, right? You know, not quite as much off of these mid screen confirms for our, you know, favorite Siegfried, but still, how are we going to escape? We're going to escape the corner by our baited out RS. Not getting caught here by Bloo, unfortunate.
I cannot believe that Solgaleo got all the way over the slow kill and was able to find that confirm.
Right. All right, there we go. Much cleaner pickup here for Bloo. We're going to cash out into the SBA, even out the BP situation, and then some.
You're going to get the charge slow kill, gets a plus frames, toss him down. 1 touchdown for Solgaleo.
Ooh! Okay, baits out the BC, but the grenade doesn't kill, but this one will. All right. Bloo down, but not out. Still 1 round away from tying it back up.
not out by any stretch of the imagination. Signs of life that Solgaleo is trying their hardest to snuff out right now. They've already taken Blue to the corner, 5 seconds in.
Walk it out. Just chilling on the flame wall right now. It's BC to escape. Still got a decent amount in the bank.
These throw whips. Blue now gets plus frames, but those plus frames not lasting long.
Exactly. Oh no, we saw the startup of the U skill. We saw the attempt to BC out, but once again, the run-up jump from Solgaleo to bait out the defensive option. It's 2-0 to send Blue down into the loser's side.
That run-up jump over had put in a lot of work for Solgaleo throughout that set for, a couple different purposes. Are at the very top of that list. And we get those two right up here on stage. Iago rocking that buffed Ferry. Far L, Far L, Far L is the name, and that is the game plan when he gets you in the corner.
Exactly. And as far as, active buffs, not really a ton for Narmaya, but being able to stay at the strength from last patch, I think so many Narmaya players are like, all right, we'll take it. We got no issues.
Yeah, she was already putting up numbers. There are a plethora of top-tier Narmaya players, Ktang being one of them.
Tries to swipe out off the GG set. Far L, but tend to hold on to the down back. A single slash to buy a little bit of space, and Iago buys it right back with a BC.
Yeah, spending that BC is a kind of a hallmark of Iago's game plan. He has no reservations about spending it early to get that space and put you in an uncomfortable position.
Yeah. It's kind of the understanding that, like, all right, I understand the tagline on the cover says zoner, but I am trying to set you up. Put up GG, run some 50-50s, some evil set play shenanigans, and if I have to put myself into the danger zone to do it, I will. So now we're sending out the GG. Let's see what we can do, though. Ktang, right up the chip damage.
The GG set reeled Iago's hurt box back just enough to get past the Brave counter. The awareness on that play from him was so good.
The pushback as well, putting you into the GG debt. Ktang all but forced to hold down back here. Pushed up against the corner.
Tries with the transient, but H version getting sniped out and you're back in the same position. Try another exit strategy, Ktang.
I don't know, we've been seeing a lot of the U transient as well, right? And with the removal, this stealth change no longer having the collision box, making it so it's pretty consistent to get back out to the mid screen. It's been a good tool for Ktang, but it hasn't been enough to, try and get this round over on Iago yet.
Not quite. With the fireball coming, Ktang finally finds purchase with it. U transient working out, get the side swap back to a little bit more comfortable spot on the screen.
We got that teleport behind you. We got the JU with the light confirmed, but still back down into the corner once again. A few more block specials away from chip damage, and Iago already knows going for the overhead on this down backer takes game number 1.
I gotta say, Iago, when he gets you down to that low health, is totally comfortable playing for chip. We don't see that 6-6M come out all that often, and that just plays into you're expecting it to have much less.
Ooh. Not expecting the jump back dive kick, baits out the throw, the attempt to try and fight back here. Maybe left a little bit of damage on the table there with the counter confirmed, but all good. Such a good situation for Iago as we quickly build up this 50% life lead.
Iago has been stuffing Ktang at every turn. Feels like Ktang has such difficulty getting in and making anything stick.
Nah, but the close M on the U flip says, no, I'm good. I would simply not let you get the plus frames now. We're setting up the GG. Swap out here. Still stuck in the mid screen.
Coming back up, the chip racking up. Ktang almost at death's door.
All right, ultimate Setsuna just barely gonna stop Iago in the startup, but you get you too much. And we still have the BCs available, caught out of the run, and that's L whip to put us on set point.
I want to come back to a point you made earlier, J2, about that close medium from Ferry. Given the clash level of a 2H in this most recent patch, that U Crescent Moon from Narmaya not nearly as reliable of an engage option in this matchup as it used to be.
Right. Yeah, still a decent dead zone on some of Ferry's anti-airs, but clearly something that Iago has prepared in preparation for the matchup, but we're just going to jump over the GG debt.
Countered off, Brave counter. I don't want you in my face, says Iago.
Yeah, that spacing for the dive kick to actually be, either neutral or plus can be very tricky, right? Even for the Ferry players themselves after all this time. Definitely a vibe feel, so fine for Ktang to just send it on the BC and go, I don't want to have to guess. Ooh, no, but he got aeroblockable.
GG the homie.
Ooh, but this one is, you said it at the top of the set, the game plan is far L, and it's game, set, and match here for Iago with the 2-0. Next set of pools.
Alrighty. 2B also not getting a whole lot of changes in the patch. I believe that you were talking about that earlier. One crucial thing is the 2-2H no longer has the funny trade interactions anymore.
Oh, yeah.
No more put the crown on you and good luck.
Yeah, exactly. It's no longer quite as evil as it used to be. Still a very strong move and a good use of skill. Don't get me wrong. Still the walk back coming up huge from Ladewaybac. I mean, BEPaw, you have the UDP available, but being up against the corner against 2B, so much range, even on that backstep, is so tricky. So the ultimate pod, the empty low, that's round number 1.
Ladewaybac making short work of BEPaw that first round. It felt like I blinked as soon as round start. BEPaw was already in the corner. If I had closed my eyes a second time, I would have missed it.
That's what I'm saying, man. Sometimes I get lost in the yap, and then all of a sudden somebody's dead. I'm like, wait, I feel like I was describing interactions from like 3 sets ago, and it's already just accelerated. Double speed, the super turbo finally put to a stop here, with BEPaw finding the close L.
Not falling victim to that second empty jump low from Ladewaybac, but regardless of his attempt, still in this corner.
Alright, side swap off the cartwheel, little 6-6H, bait out the throw as well with the dive kick, and we got GG right behind for the detonation. Now BEPaw quickly swapping out the momentum as we find the hit on the whip. GG hold it down for the confirm, and Raging Strike ties it up.
I don't know where Ladewaybac was going, but picked the most unfortunate time to get snagged by that whip. Like you said, GG there for the confirm. The homie always looking out for Ferry.
There we go. Once again, a good start here for Ladewaybac, but BEPaw's come back from worse. Finally getting a little bit of a read, you know, that muscle memory on Ladewayback's offensive patterns. Go way out.
Ladewaybac try to get in. BEPaw covering the skies as well. You got the air stall, that's not worth anything.
BEPaw covers the skies, GG covers the ground, and we spot dodge on the tether to get the detonation as well. Now Ladewaybac, scary, it's a tied up situation on the HP.
And almost scary there for BEPaw, thankfully had enough time to block.
Yeah, the GG detonation, even if you did the pull-in, you know, just a little bit too late to find an extra confirm, so fine with taking the in-play stomp, but Ladewaybac with all the meter in the world doesn't even need another basketball bombo to take game number 1.
I might have been fine with taking that in-play stomp, but certainly not fine with taking that mistimed 6-6M. BEPaw thought he had the GG set to cover the recovery of it, but the gap was just a little bit too wide.
Game of inches, game of single frames here, but not going to get caught up by the JU pod stall just yet. Instead, we mash out with the 2M, catches you out on the walkback.
Mash out with the reversal from Ladewaybac as well. He got the corner positioning, but BEPaw's 2M challenges have been surgical.
Nice, and run up on the jump back dive kick. Ladewaybac, I imagine, scared to challenge, right? We talked about this, you know, just last set with Iago, where, you know, it's hard to tell on the spacing, right? Especially in the heat of the moment, whether or not they're actually plus or minus. So just holding on, waiting for an opportunity to strike and escape, and stalls out of the up dog.
Using that air stall to its advantage. BEPaw going wide a couple times. BEPaw not going wide on the confirm, though. 2 and 4U to stabilize. And now we got the mix-up. No, we just got BEPaw's.
BEPaw, and still picking up off the GG. I mean, it's not the far L game plan that we're used to, but, you know, a repeat of a good skill. Not the worst, you know, use of time in the world.
BEPaw saying, oh, have you seen my dog? Now you have.
All right, but have you seen GG? We've seen him once, we'll see him 10 more times, and we pull up with the Indiana Jones to find a pickup off this far M.
GG again. BEPaw joining the party as well. The whole menagerie gonna be sealing out game 2 unless combo limit hits.
Yes! Okay. The U reversal not gonna give you the counter hit, but at 1 HP, it doesn't matter. The menagerie is glass. We break the glass bones and paper skin, and now it's game number 3 heading on into it.
BEPaw adjusting the timings on his offense crucially in that second game. Ladewaybac, though, afterwards said, okay, I've had enough of blocking. I'm pulling up around start.
All right, chilling out here. It's BC to keep the corner. Ooh! It's just like they said in the chat, if Ferry can't even anti-air you with BEPaw, it's doomed. Oh no, but we still got GG to stop you right in the startup with the tether, but it's not enough.
You're not anti-airing anything. Ladewaybac, taking to the skies, that pizza cutter covering everything in a square mile radius around 2B.
Go, finds the tackle, no wall bounce.
Cancel off, forced to spend that BP. We're back to neutral. BEPaw with that 20% damage buff will just die from the challenge by Ladewaybac.
Alright, Ladewaybac now up here on set point. Run it up. No, you have time to whiff and still recover in time to challenge the baited Brave counter.
I think BEPaw totally expected Ladewaybac to force him to block. That was like, all right, get off me immediately. But the whiff baiting BEPaw accidentally.
That's what I'm saying. We had the sprint and the 5M too. He was like, are you serious? There's no way that whip. Oh no, and there is quite a way this whips. The UDP finds nothing here for BEPaw aside from a strong starter on Ladewaybac.
Second time's the charm though. BEPaw, you miss a couple times. Ladewaybac does not miss these air-to-airs, and BEPaw does not miss the guard cancel.
Speaking of the guard cancel, 1, it's 2. We're already at one-touch territory, so we might as well spend them all to try and find one more hit. And speaking of, it's the 5M from downtown Ladewaybac. Sends BEPaw down into the loser's side.
I always love watching CharChar's Vira. He plays in such an entertaining style.
Yeah, this guy's like clinically insane. And I say this because he kind of self-describes it as well. He's like, man, I see other Viras and they're just so scared of going for things that, you know, have gaps or maybe are a little bit, you know, less true than one might think. And also unafraid to spend the BP early, right? We just want to get into this install as fast as we can. Already 50% lost here from Aaron.
And that lack of fear that you were talking about showing itself right there as CharChar going for a 5U command grab to get an install against Aarondamac of all people.
Yep, and every time he's lost his turn, it's been the immediate beastie. Yes, we're going to be eating so much damage on the next hit, but it doesn't matter if we kill Aaron before that happens. Round 1.
Oh, that 5U from installed Vira has such an enormous hitbox, and it has such a high clash level. Aaron, try as he might, there's no contesting it.
Yeah, that Grace is pretty graceful. Oh, I actually thought that was going to swap up, so not going to get quite the confirm that CharChar was looking for, but still being able to get the jump in unchecked is fine by him.
Asmodeus gets some plus frames with that pushback. Kind of awkward, the first hit of far H whiffing. CharChar getting a second command grab. Are you serious?
Oh, there we go. The double close agent. I wonder if we could have been able to get a better confirm if we just let them land, but either way, Aarondamac still fighting back.
Corner out. No EX Fireball cooldown to use. Brave counter again from CharChar. Like last round, not afraid to spend.
Ooh. Okay, wait it out. Nothing to be found off jumping the throw, though. At least he escaped the corner. We'll walk it out.
Whiffing?
Oh, he did whiff the U skill, and then he went straight into the Grace View. It's exactly like you said, Pineapple. So tricky to try and contest the flip, and CharChar takes game number 1.
Oh, the infamous Vira MDP to seal it out, too. You couldn't ask for a better closeout to game 1.
It's peak, man. If we have VP, we're going to spend it on the BC. If we have 5U, we're sending it to, and if we're minus, of course, we can always fall back on MDP. But Aaron with a strong start to game 2.
Interestingly, not spending the Asmodeus cooldown or using it as a combo ender at all. Already just getting rid of that HDP.
Yeah, it seems like Aaron has kind of warmed up the CharChar style as well. Not going to let the 5U reset off the Luminaria, run free, so not afraid to mash out a little bit with these Pharrells.
So I was talking, and CharChar already used all 3 bravery points. Where did they go?
And also most of his health is down. Aaron with the adaptations, fine with sending a little more mash out, has already taken a quick round 1.
Dude, I kind of got caught in that same situation you described last match. I got caught in the yap for too long.
Exactly.
Far too many
things were happening. You don't think it's too long, and then all of a sudden someone's dead. You're like, what happened, man? Like, you know, the game can definitely speed up in certain situations, especially if you're not too conservative with holding on to the break points.
CharChar not at all conservative with it. Unfortunately missing that confirm, and there's a spend. Doesn't want to let Aaron get anything. The anti-air this time. Okay, this is the rooting we were looking for last time.
Yeah. I guess you didn't get the 6-6H that you were looking for earlier, or because it was mid-screen, didn't get quite as much, but got the install off of it too, so great start to CharChar to try to tie it back up, a run under the BC. Oh, 5U.
That's gonna be death. CharCharRealSmooth 1 round away from sending Aarondamac to an early losers bracket.
Dude, 5U being level 4 Clash on a 10-frame startup move is kind of crazy. I know I just nerd emoji'd a little bit, but, you know, that's why we're so content to try and RPS so hard to try and get this install, right? 5U is just so incredible.
Patch after patch after patch, install Vira getting buffed more and more and more. That Grace view is so brolic.
Brolic amount of damage. Oh, coming out from Aaron, scary. Just a little bit shallow on the throw, but throw it is plus if your opponent's not ready for it. Now we check you with a shoulder tackle 6-6L.
Oh no, the confirm! Missing it, but CharChar gets the reversal and it goes wide.
Ooh. And the counter hit on the 5H starter as well. Just gonna go straight into the super. Give yourself some time to think. Feel like, man, this dude does not like holding down back. Ooh, stop.
Yeah, you're right. He doesn't like holding down back. Tried to challenge, and Aarondamac just pulls up with HTP in your face. I know you're gonna match.
Close L, single step, EXDP is, you know, I was gonna say it's a crazy way to end the round, but against someone who you kind of have the read that he is willing to rotate all of his defensive options immediately on any of your turns. I mean, covers a decent amount of them though.
I feel like there's not a whole lot of things we can say in a match with CharChar that would be a crazy way to end the round, to be honest.
Exactly, yeah. Like the bar for the bar for
the bar for crazy.
Oh, no!
Where is it? Where is it, Jatsu?
The bar is in hell, man. CharChar now on set point. You whip a reversal, it's fine. We got UDP behind it, and we're in install, and we're 1 round away from sending Aarondamac to losers top 24.
But can CharChar close it out this time? Last round, CharChar had the hit that could have been lethal, and this one is not lethal, but it's gonna hurt a whole hell of a lot.
Quite lethal, but definitely in good company here with the 50%. Already up, you know, 50% might have been an understatement. Aaron's got you up against the wall. Wait it out.
See, double jump over, late tech from Aarondamac.
Okay, shoulder tackle 6XL, not gonna be enough to kill over here in the mid screen, but one more like confirm could be it.
Every time one of these far L's goes wide, I get a little bit more nervous.
I know. Trying to be preemptive to check. We know that CharChar really wants to get into this install, even at the cost of his life, but there you go, slowing it down a little bit. As I say it, counter hit out of the 6XL. Aaron, that brings us to final game, final round.
The end of that round felt like Aaron just really locked in. It was like, okay, I'm gonna hold down back. CharChar's not mixing me, he's just going for 6L pressure resets.
Ooh. Yeah, he's like, enough of these shenanigans. The 6-6H, unfortunate, right? Found the dead zone between the Lumineera and the DP, but not enough time to challenge afterwards. Now you're up against the wall. Pretty decent life lead, too.
Safe jabbing those.
Wait it out. No brave counter to be seen, though.
Having no BP, almost as 100 meter will be able to get one of them back, thankfully, and maybe make it kill.
You get a little bit more, a comboable SBA, but combo limit saves you, but UDP does not let you escape. Aarondamac sent down into losers by CharChar in a close final round. Yeah, we've seen a lot of Nier loyalists kind of hopping back and forth, thinking, "Oh, maybe I can make this character work. Maybe, you know, I can shift my style to, you know, make the real puppeteer, you know, kind of rise to the surface." But like you're saying, right, Inochi has stood tall and proud, hanging out on the character, but still getting caught up by the 6-6L.
Right, already pulling up with the aggression, immediately into the Kagura stance and finding a hit on Inochi, who's trying to challenge very early on the defense.
Chilling out with the triple attack. Sprite just keep you on your toes. Shooting down back as well. Still escaping out to the mid screen here with the BC. Wipe out. Setsuna. The swipe. Okay, but you were spaced out, so we weren't able to get the punish. Inochi caught out here by Setsuna.
Yeah, now Inochi has the quarter positioning. Unfortunate that that counter hit far heavy did not have death available for the confirm.
tech, whip on the 6XL, but we're sending out the Mistfinders. Nothing to be found, but UDP stops Inochi in her tracks.
Sprite playing so damn solid in that first round. My goodness.
Ooh. Here we go, but caught out of the skies. I like the double 5U routing. Again, you're trying to keep up the death stocks as much as you can while not giving up too much damage. The attempt to brave counter caught out here by Sprite.
As soon as the death stocks come back, the health goes down for Inochi, losing about 50%. Thankfully, that jab recovers just in time, that she doesn't need even more.
Yeah, the attempted check with the fast button didn't get checked by U-Flip, but is getting checked in the corner here by Sprite to take game number 1. No SBA required.
Right, opening Inochi up, left, right, and center. This onslaught of Narmaya has been so much to deal with for Inochi.
Yeah, the interesting thing about Sprite, right? Like, we're turning up the aggression to 200%. You know, I feel like a decent amount of folks against Nier these days are like, oh, okay, let me just play it slow, down back until you run out of stocks. And then while you're waiting for them to come back up, that's my opportunity. But, you know, the aggression not working out quite as well in game number 2 as Inochi. Such a big life lead here in round 1.
Guard cancel off into the U-Fatal Waltz.
Oops.
No punish. Cancel off from Inochi. She wants to make the most of this health lead that she can, keep up the advantage and force a chip out.
And a chip out is exactly what we see. The Death Claws, the ultimate on the 2-2U, takes the round here for Inochi.
That's a whole lot what you were touching on earlier about playing against Nier, slowing down the pace. Sprite looking very much more reserved in that round.
Run up, tries to check with the far H, but instead it's a super jump to the skies. Sprite, you got U-Transient to escape the corner, and teleports behind you, bro. It's nothing personnel.
Neither is this shimmy. Sprite not able to confirm off of it, though, even though they got the counter hit. She finds her way out of the corner. You Fatal Waltz, you gotta hold this. You ain't guard canceling anything.
Got you up against the corner, full stocks. Pretty solid on the HP as well. Not gonna bite on the Brave counter. Ooh, but we are going to wake up with a close L, and it's straight into SSBA. Inochi with the super is going to tie it right back up.
That game 1, I was thinking things were looking dire for Inochi, but she flipped the momentum on its head in an instant. I feel like Canna Sprite was not even getting to play for a lot of that game.
Definitely keeping up the dominance from game number 2, like you're saying, right? It seems like, you know, we're trying to slow things down, but I think Inochi is doing such a good job of finding these hits and these early resets where the downtime on death, you know, seems pretty minimal. Oh, no, you got caught off by Airborne EX Flip.
Oh, Death just sitting in the skies. No coming back from that one. Inochi getting shimmied, getting thrown, but only one BP left and no health to back it up.
For the M flip on the way down to put you at a scary situation, but wake up mash caught out here. It's set point Sprite.
The delay on that.
Waited out off the death turn, but you got a little bit of chance to fight back here while it's down.
Inochi getting all her stocks back. This isn't going to be the most amount of damage, but it is putting her closer and closer to the danger zone. Spend the 50 on the U reversal, I agree. Get some breathing room for yourself.
All right, waited. Oh, swinging at the sky, but ends up on the other side. Still, the delay. We're going to catch out the Brave counter attempt as well. Sprite should be able to clean this up with the EX flip, sending Inochi down into the loser's side. There's a lot of scouting, a lot of intel that has to go on into it. But once again, top 24 winners signed. We got Havaniceday versus Ladewaybac.
All right, shout out chat for the intel. They always holding us down. Havaniceday is indeed going to be going to the last chance qualifier. So gotta make sure we're in perfect form for
it. Slide up with 2L.
Crushing the 6XL attempt from Havaniceday. He was trying to force his way in there, but 2B just a little bit beefier. Pressure, good stuff. The spacing from Ladewaybac, forcing Havaniceday to take some risks. These 6XLs to get out of the corner.
Yeah, tried to go for the EX Thunderbird, but I like the jump back from Ladewaybac. Finds the opportunity for the whiff punish. Still not enough, but throw range now would be lethal. Oh, and so is the jump over on the baited BC.
Havaniceday anticipating that Lade was going to continue the offense with those far mediums that he's been leaning on so heavily, but never came.
Up with the close down, a little delay to try and catch on a fuzzy timing, and now it's not guard crush, it's HP crush off of the hammer starter.
It would have been if Ladewaybac was able to go through that full combo sequence. Unfortunately for him, dropping and Havoc gets a pickup, but Lade answers in kind.
The hammer once again, he's still got 50 meter to bring this down, so U-Pod for a little bit of chip, the empty low, Hava staying alive.
Off. And regardless of the health differential, Ladewaybac is not out of the woods just yet. Hava has Delta Clock and SSBA available, and he's gonna make it hurt.
Yeah, Delta Clock off the 2-2H. Should be a clean kill straight into the SSBA to tie it up.
That's one of those moments in Ladewaybac, you just kind of sigh and go, yeah.
There's a certain clip of a certain commentator at Combo Breakers auction tournament that I'm sure he's thinking in the back of his mind as well. Fighting on through. You can never count out Beatrix as Havaniceday pushes you over to the corner.
Yep, this corner is going to be your home now, Lade, and Hava is going to get that full confirm off the riding free. Continuing to frame trap Ladewaybac in the corner. Try as he might, this is his home.
Okay, touch on the run-up, but is the startup enough? It is to stop you. I think we were queued up on a throw there as well from Ladewaybac.
This time the 5M, excuse me, gets Lade some purchase, gets out of the corner, and with spending all the skill as well as some meter, you get that full corner carry for your troubles.
All right, walking out. No BCs to be seen from Hava. I mean, with such a big life lead, right? Even if you're in the corner, it's fine to just down back for a while, see what Ladewaybac tries to do to open you up.
Yeah, when you have a health lead this large, spending a BC can jeopardize that a lot. So I definitely love the reserved nature from Hava. Well, as I say that.
Now that we're closer to the corner, you know, I understand you want to put them back up against the wall, and you want to put them in chip damage territory. But before that, it's the kill with 2-6U. It's game number 2 for Havaniceday.
Ladewaybac was so close to taking it as well. That one round, I felt like flipped the pace of this match in an instant.
Yeah. We always say the first round, the first game is the download, but, you know, the way that Hava started moving from round number 2 feels like, okay, we just needed a second to readjust ourselves to how Ladewaybac plays.
The run back gave him the, oh, I forgot, I'm a him factor.
Yeah, exactly. Ooh. Okay, cross up jump over to U, or to L rather. Just poking out here to try and stop Havanicedays advance.
And stop Havanicedays advance. He will check in that 6XL approach and spending a whole lot of resources even though we're already in the corner.
Alright, walk it back. No meter for the U-Pods, but still pretty good to tie up the life lead right now. Just trying to build up this meter.
Delta Clock's available. This is dangerous, Lade.
Out. Ooh, dash cancel, no catch from Havaniceday. We've seen the reaction SSBAs before, but a little bit too far out. Didn't want to get baited, but runs right into the counter hit. 5H, Ladewaybac. Round up.
Only thing Hava's going to be reacting to is that red spark in his health bar evaporating. Lade still holding on in this set.
Yeah, tries to go for the run-up backdash. No throw baited, though. The jump out from Havaniceday, but not a clean confirm. Still fighting back tooth and nail here off the scramble.
We've seen an awkward number of drops on those from Lade. I feel like he's not quite used to the hammer counter hitting like that.
All right. Ooh, there we go. Whiff cancelable 5L, still able to find you on the way back. There we go. Stuck in the corner here. Save Ender off of the laser and catches you out with a spacing trap 2M.
Spacing trap on spacing trap. Third time's the charm as Ladewaybac will tie us up. Fighting our way all the way back as Hava was on set point there.
Battle 1.
The character requires thought and homework, clearly. I mean, clearly you're talking about both of these characters, right? I got to think about when I want to riding free, and I got to think about how many jumps and air styles I want to do as 2B. Like, there's a lot of decisions to be made here, bros.
It's the from Beatrix, right? It's the Thunderbird or Riding Free. From 2B, it's the Air Stall or 5M.
Yeah, right. What are we wearing today? Is it the Sponge or the Bob? It's the RS into RC. We bring you over to the corner here for the measly cost of one BP.
It's going to cost a whole lot more of Hava's resources, draining some health, draining a BP of his own to get out of there.
Yeah, speaking of spend the BP, just trying to put Ladewaybac up against the corner. All right, I'm already down to 1 BP. I might as well send it, try and get an advantage. Pick up with the counter hit starter. It's the right H riding free. Pull up.
I'll pull up for the one time. Ladewaybac almost in SSBA territory. The delay on that reversal, so crucial. Hava thought he had a chance to press there.
Yep. There goes super jump, cross up JM. We're back out here scrambling in the mid screen. It's one touch apiece. Big meter deficit here for Hava, so I imagine trying to slow things down a bit.
Every time Ladeway goes with the 5U, I get so scared. Hava as well, flinching at the sight of 2B pulling up.
Exactly. The dash up, the dash break, baits something out with the counter hit. Now Ladewaybac on set point. Still, it's EX riding free, or Thunderbird rather, to pull up.
Triple attack overhead, making sure Lade's still pushed back even further. And off the counter hit riding free, we get a full confirm for Havaniceday.
LDP ender, being able to safe jump in the corner. We got so much meter to try and pick things up, but off of the EX fireball, you were a little too far for the far L.
Lade's gotta be thanking his lucky stars that Hava ran into the late active frames. And Hava might be running into the active frames of this raw SBA.
Yep. Sometimes being whip cancelable, not the best thing in the world. Committed too hard to the string and its wake up SSBA. Hava down all that meter, but strips so much HP from Lade. So you look for one more stray confirm to kill.
Confirm from Hava?
Oops. There we go. The run up close L catches up the wake up mash from Ladewaybac, and now it's another final game, final round.
Both of these players fighting tooth and nail. Nobody wants to go down into losers before top 8. Because like we were talking about earlier, there are sharks down there in the loser side on top 24, and neither of these players want to be among them.
Oops. There we go. We get the mid-screen conversions. All the corner carry in the world off of the U-beam. See on the other side, this West Coast corner.
And we got a full punish. Not the most, because Delta Clock's not here, but racking up this damage in the last round. Is that important?
Walk back, 5M finds the counter hit. It's the bounce off of the hammer as well. Once again, up against this West Coast corner, trying to bait out a throw, but nothing from Havaniceday. No!
No punish. Jadesu, you know what time it is. Delta Clock is on. Havaniceday could make the comeback if he finds one hit.
All right, the run up and not enough time to block. It's the punish pulling up here for Havaniceday, the raw SSBA. No diamonds to your name, but still one more touch to try and fight back as the command grab does the job. Havaniceday moving on to winner's side top 8. A contender for this winner's side, but of course, you got to get through Dragalia on the Narmaya, character that, you know, really has been a talk of the town in this version 2.0.
It certainly has. We've already had one in our top 24. Sprite already up there. Dragalia, our second one. It's going to be the first Narmaya in top 8. We'll have to see.
All right, chilling with the charge Setsuna, but beautiful roll timing on the delay from fredruary. Still not enough to not get counter hit. Once again, back up to the C-scope corner.
Yep, we're going to spend. No, go for the frame kill and the BC bait. Dragalia having the Oki on lock, and that is surely going to be death for Fredruary.
Oops. Yeah, straight into the SBA. Yeah, Dragalia off to a strong start. Barely any chip damage taken here from fredruary, but let's see if we can swap that back up. But down back on the round start.
Have to make things happen once you got into this install. There we go. Get the challenge.
And a big swap in momentum here from fredruary. Changes on his third dance stance as well, but UDP gonna stop you in your tracks. It's not the cross up, but it is the flip. All right, the merchant tree begins. We escape the corner. And so much damage on top of it too here for Dragalia.
But I like that setup with the charge medium sets and getting all those plus frames on Oki. And we're going to get the pickup? No, not quite too far.
Oh, I thought we were going to see the 2-2U, but instead the leap just to optimize the corner carry too. Now up against the wall, the overhead, one more is lethal. So fredruary understands the assignment. 1 round apiece.
Ever since they reworked Yuel's stance to be, more mix-up oriented with that faster overhead, that flip kick has been demonic.
I'm saying, man. Tricky work here, combos on that grounded hit, but still gonna pull up here for the back throw. Loses you a little bit of screen space, but there we go. It's UDP out from Dragalia. A lot of meter down.
Flip, spot dodged, and punished. Risky spot dodge from Dragalia, but works out, and this SBA will as well.
You avoided the fluff tipper, but not the reversal super. Now fredruary running up with all this extra BP. Didn't believe in the hit. Was committed to the stagger 2L throw, but it actually ended up whipping right in front of Dragalia's face.
Oh no. Oh no. The transient doesn't kill.
Ooh, but the ultimate sets in a will. If the TP behind you doesn't work, of course we got the misfiner in the back pocket. Dragalia now up a game.
Fredruary, try as they might, no buy-in space against that U sets enough. You have to earn your way in. This time with the 6XL and got Dragalia in the corner. Not for long.
Ooh. Yeah, there we go. No check on the dash out. But it is a check on the position. Once again, these back throws have been a revolving door in each of these corners.
Bait on the Brave counter, and now we got those cooldowns. We got meter. We got Dragalia's health bar drained.
All right, fredruary 1 more round closer to tying things back up with the super.
Battle 2. Engage.
All right, Fredruary seem to have found a purchase in this matchup a little bit more than they had before. Cornering Dragalia very early in each of the last 2 rounds.
All right, there we go. We saw the spot dodge earlier. Now we're seeing the parry and the Kagura stance coming out from Dragalia. I like the challenge on the far H. 2 in the corner.
Jump over, not contested. There we are. Next touch from Dragalia could be lethal. The 50 meters spent for no gain.
Okay, I have to imagine that the ultimate slashes is not what you were looking for. Thankfully, still able to DP in time, but less thankfully, fredruary finds an SBA confirmed to escape.
Dragalia had already spent 1 BP, so that's 2 and 3 gone. A throw will kill, maybe even an overhead from the stance.
The throw was right, but the frame trap, last thing on Dragalia's mind. Now we're going to game 3.
Believe in victory.
That we are. Reminder for those in chat, this is our last top 8 qualifier. Whoever wins this will be chilling in the winner's side. Whoever goes down to the loser has to claw and fight their way back up.
There we go, pick up off the flip. Big health lead immediately here from fredruary. We're trying to wait out a DP attempt, but instead, it's not 63H, it's far H to swap up here with the flip. Dragalia with a brave mash.
Make this lethal? No, I don't think so. We need 1 more touch from fredruary. Goes for the mix-up, left side connect. Dragalia with the 6XM trying to get on in there and make fredruary uncomfortable.
Comfy here now that throw is a factor. Chip damage maybe 2, but the reaction on the fluff dipper immediately into the SSBA, and of course we get the cinematic for it too. This last hit should be enough to put Dragalia on set point.
Beautiful reactions on the stance 5U. Don't let fredruary get plus frames when your health bar is that low. That can spell doom for you. In this case, spell doom for fredruary.
This is going to be doom for our favorite Arun, trying to put 1 more round on the board here for final round, but still with the counter hit RH. Scary work.
The reactions, Dragalia not the only one who's got them, but Dragalia is the only one who's got the challenges on fredruary's run up. Beautiful stuff, keeping them locked down.
Ender. Now we wait it out. All right, UDP to escape. fredruary, you have to make the most out of this offensive sequence. The 2L. Not too much damage, but it keeps you going over to this other corner. All right, but you are going down into the loser's side. A valiant fight, but Dragalia is going to take it to qualify into the winner's side top 8. Yeah, Gatlings on that character is definitely terrifying, but you know, when your other options are SBA, you know, pondering your orb or all the damage off as SBA, it's hard to see. But again, a character we really don't get to see too often these days, the Nier, pulling up, of course, against our newest Battle Pass costume, the Zooey, pulling up as well. Let's see it for our next set.
Inochi having to fight through her second Zooey player in a row in this losers bracket. Just took it 2-0 over Sequail Johnson, my GOAT. But Synn being a stiff competitor to have to run into afterwards.
And it's a scary situation when you have two characters back-to-back in the loser's side. Because one, you only have one more chance, and two, yes, you're warmed up in the matchup, but you might not be warmed up if the player play styles are so different, right? So game number 1 here, Inochi just waiting out the 6-6H.
Yup. Not being close enough to punish it, but it's fine. We'll just bide our time, and Inochi finding the first solid hit, driving Synn to the corner.
Yeah, trying to look for the 2-2U, but unfortunately the Bone Cruncher not really that great as an anti-air, as Synn finds their escape out of the corner.
We're going to spend the 100? Probably 50, right? Yeah, get all that Dragon Meter back so Synn can reset the pressure.
Exactly, get the little forward F-150 pulling up here. 50% as far as the HP goes on both sides, but lots of meter to work with as well, as Synn has SBA available. Same for Inochi, but we're going to send it with the ultimate Death Waltz.
Gonna be able to make it kill with the U misfortune? Not quite.
You know, I was a believer. We were talking about will it kill points yesterday. I'm not a betting man anymore because I get it wrong every time. I thought Inochi would kill, but now Synn, previously on the back foot, looking for one more hit to seal it out. Throw, is it enough?
Death is gone for so long. Inochi finally has her partner back, and just in the nick of time to make that round count.
Pringles in the back pocket. We kill with the chip damage as we head into round number 2. Wait it out with the far H. Scary with the jump in, but a little bit too far for Synn to find a, punish.
Nothing is too far for Inochi to find a punish, though. That death reverse goes across the screen so damn quick.
Walk it out. No death to be seen off the far H, but we still got the ultimate death. Wait.
Huh?
Okay, wait, the triple back-to-back? I'm not gonna lie, that was kind of swagged out. I don't know if that didn't, comment on that round, but Inochi still back up here to full death stocks.
The challenge, so brave from Inochi, finds the mark. Is she gonna make it quite enough for the super? No, 1 meter short. How it's gone for so long.
1 meter short, and you spent your last stock as well. Now Synn should be able to cash out onto an SSBA, put themselves on these full grave points, but I wonder if we spent. Okay, we do. Just guarantee the damage where we have it.
Death, I don't believe will come back in the cinematic. Gonna have to deal with this wake-up scenario with no defensive options.
Ooh. A heartbreaker of a round to lose. You were so ahead on the HP, but just not quite able to kill off that last confirm. Synn brings it back clean with the SSBA reversal.
That's the danger of Nier this patch. If you go a little bit too hard, too early in the round, you can be stuck without death for so damn long. In Inochi, there was no BP, no death, not a whole lot she could do.
Terrifying. And chat's reminding me, yeah, death meter freezes in the cinematic. That's something I forgot about as well. So even longer until you have death back up. Look at all the damage that Synn is cashing out on. One more far L confirm could be it.
All he needs is one. Inochi having a mountain to climb if she wants to get back in. Synn gonna toss her right back down with the lightning. That pickup does a little bit, but there's a whole lot more you're gonna have to do to come back.
Ooh, I wonder if that's what Synn was looking for, right? I think that was the ultimate lightning. I imagine a misinput, maybe looking for a UDP. Would have been lethal in Inochi as well. Now, chip damage still pretty far from being a factor on Synn's side, but light confirm could be enough, but no. We mash out the 2M, we escape, but game number 1 on the board.
Battle 1.
Synn weathering the onslaught of those fatal waltzes. Great sweep to clean it up. And Inochi this time able to get a micro dash on round start to have the right spacing to punish that 6-6H.
I like the run up, the deep dash into the 2L, but no fuzzy to be caught out on Synn. We're committed to the down back.
Woo! We're committed to the skies too, J2. That air lightning is sniping Inochi.
We gotta let a dragon fly. And I like the, you know, smart choice there. It doesn't get you a big combo off of the air stall, but still at least able to, you know, stop death in its tracks, not hold a block string, but you're eating this combo from Inochi. You have Raging Strike, but doesn't even need it for the kill.
Inochi still able to pump out that damage if she gets a solid hit. Synn feeling a bit worse for wear in that round, but not this one as that HVP brings it to the corner.
We got a little stutter step, just trying to put you at that awkward far H range. Double jump, double throw. No one ever goes for 3 though. We got the JD on the way down.
Reverse guard cancel off. Synn offensively spending the meter. Inochi defensive to get something back. And the super connects on the other side. A crosscut super in my Grand Blue? Are you kidding me?
We get the soul bad guy JD. We get the crosscut supers. She's the master of all 3 franchises, but I know. I didn't consult the avatar to try and escape the corner. We got the ultimate death clause once again and still queued up here for Inochi. The 2-2. Pulls up for a clean confirm. It's not going to be the kill just yet though. What the?
One stock, spends it. Death has gone for so long. The whiff throw, the handshake goes Synn's way, and it all falls apart for Inochi in an instant.
Man, the drop into the whiff throw, it was 2 of the worst things that could possibly happen. Synn on set point, Inochi taking to the skies with a super jump. One more round, could tie it back up. We're back up against the corner waiting for death.
He's back now. Have some of those defensive options as well. Have Indie Eric coming through with a $13 contribution. Shout outs.
So much for the generosity, just taking so much HP out of Synn's life bar, but full stocks, how are you going to escape the corner when you got no meter for a UDP?
It hit Death! Nier is safe, but not out of the woods. Death was still gone, so Synn could challenge.
Inochi probably not ready. I thought it was going to hit Nier behind it too, but still able to escape the corner and not the most damage out of that anti-air from Synn. So much meter for Inochi. Pulling up here. Next hit should build up the SBA.
Hit, there it is. The SBA connects.
I was so terrified because the pillar just completely obstructed Zooey. And sometimes if a super is too slow, they end up having time to land. But still, Inochi with the reactions is able to super her way back into game number 3.
I had that exact same reaction. I didn't see the immediate punish. I didn't see Zoe's ragdoll, so my heart dropped for a second there.
All right, but Synn, not a hard drop. No! I was gonna say you're still off to such a good start in game number 3, and then you dropped the forward F-150. The ultimate dragon, not only gonna leave you worse for wear on the dragon meter, but this whiff DP, or the block DP rather, coming up huge for Inochi.
The double 5U to get most of the death stocks back. Death is back. He got 13 cards left, and that's all Inochi would need to seal out this round.
Swung into the counter hit far H, but it was so late into the active frames, I think Inochi saw the whiff and went, okay, I'm just going to keep pressure going. Oh, okay. But still, had Synn up against the corner, so easy situation to close out. Now 1 round away. Set point.
Connect, but Synn is not dissuaded in the slightest. Set point for Inochi. I don't care. I got my foot on the gas.
The gas on the dragon car as well. Ultimate just gives you so much of that skill gauge back.
We're gonna spend the SSBA for Inochi. We're gonna take 2. No, just gonna go for the setup.
6XL action, the micro charge. Trying to see if Inochi goes for an ult skill to try and whiff punish. Ooh, but runs up with the wall. It's still caught out here by L. Dragon, its final game, final round between Inochi and Synn.
Who would win? A primordial being or death? Or just a little guy?
Fundamental concept or a lizard from Neopets. Pulling up here. Oh, I thought we were going to go for the air throw, but chilling. We poke out with the 2L with nothing to be found. Poke out with the far L and we stop death in its tracks.
F-150 coming through, giving Synn that dragon gauge. And is not going to be able to spend it as you're just going to spend the Raging Strike. Close out that set.
There we go. But again, so many of these top 24 qualifiers into top 8.
Looking forward to getting some Zeta representation. Potential woman potentially making top 8 here at TNS.
Dude, if she's out at 9, the potential woman allegations will actually just continue for the next 3 years until like V 5.0. There we go, off the 5L. Aaron brings us over to the corner here with 50 meter in the bank.
Sprite at bay, a quick challenge into Rhapsody. And there's that counter hit recovery you were talking about as Sprite lets it expire and Aaron punishes.
Yeah, it's tricky. I think a lot of muscle memory for Zeta players in 2.0 is pretty rough. I was playing her a little bit, and I'm like, wait, why isn't my follow-up coming out? You realize the window you have is so much smaller. You really have to commit early on to what you're going to try and do. Asmodeus is not quite the kill just yet, but the immediate parry, the counter hit, and clean confirm from Sprite to bring us over to the corner.
Even got the refund, so Sprite will get SS or SBA on the next touch, if there would be one. The backdash caught by Aaron. Not afraid to let these U reversals rip.
Yeah, I was wondering why we didn't go into like an ultimate skill in Pogo Oki, but I think because Aaron had so much health and so much BP to Brave counter out on any of those Pogo setups, I like the idea of using the full 5U to wait out and get some of those cooldowns back, but UDP gonna catch out that backdash as we don't get checked on the leap, but we don't get the full confirm either. The Pogo goes free. It's a scramble here in round number 2.
Yo, Sprite whiffing that instant air Pogo and not getting punished had me so scared.
Yeah. Yeah, obviously we're looking for the fuzzy there off of the J8. Okay, we're whipping a lot of Pogos here, man. We gotta lock in and lock on. Oh no.
Dodge getting sniped by the hand. Reach out and grab him. Reach out with the 6-6L and take game 1.
And sometimes that's all you need. The instant rematch going into game number 2.
Want to see some of those fuzzies locked in a little bit more. The Rhapsody locked out. Sprite tried to get that follow-up, and Aaron had a counter hit waiting for him. Speaking of, how about a second?
And these pickups off of the diagonal Goetias just pumping out the damage here. Aarondamac, clean SBA closer. Now it's going to put you in like confirmed lethal range. It's 2 throws as well. You have a BC to try and escape, but of course Aaron staring at those same resources. What the?
Not hitting low, so he catch the walk back. Tried to go for the fuzzy again, but nothing there.
Oh my god, it's okay. We're still able to find the scramble on the other side. You can feel the nerves coming out from Sprite, but again, these down Arvest changes just making the confirm so much more consistent. Safe jump off of the EX Rhapsody, and the U parry behind the back.
Yeah, my jump was safe. Yours not so much. Aaron took the hit. So the fuzzy failed and he was able to punish on the end of it.
Oh, brother. Oh, okay, there we go. The 2-2M, the straight down, you know, usually just waiting for that 45 degrees, but here we go, caught out here in the scramble with the 6-6L again.
And medium Asmodeus and the Rhapsody, even with the nerves, Sprite is so unafraid of pressing on defense. Just got to go into those follow-ups right away.
And as soon as we went for the 2L, it's the immediate Brave counter from Aaron. Every other time he's been chilling, just waiting for the Pogo to whiff, he felt it in Sprite's brain. He was like, no, you're just going to go for the low this time. I know it.
This time Sprite goes for the U laser, and he takes it all the way to full screen. Misses the combo ender.
I was like, oh, his confirm is so sick. Now we can get the close H mid-screen. And then we drop the forward spear. It's okay, you still have a chance here. It's set point for Aarondamac. Any mash out should be the kill with SBA behind it, but we find the counter hit 2S.
Fall for the shimmy, the Rhapsody follow-up blocked. Goetia goes wide to the Brave counter, and he gets his own baited.
That's the first Pogo that we've seen that hasn't ended in disaster, because we went immediately for the super jump Pogo, empty landed to the throw to bait out the Brave counter. Works out well here for Sprite, looking a little bit more true to form.
Start Spear of Arvest connects, but Aaron will fight his way through the clash situation and get right back out of it. Doesn't quite punish because the spacing a little bit awkward there, but bar heavy. Nerf though it may be, still such a good tool in Belial's kit.
We're gonna pump out the corner carry that we need. Blocked on the BC. We mash out forward Ultimate Arvis.
We're going all the way. All the way.
Just the corner carry.
Get a fuzzy. Flame counter immediately.
Okay. Yeah, I just waited it out. At least you kept your space here in the corner, so we're not quite as close to the East Coast wall as we might be otherwise, but still getting an SBA confirmed, puts you in like confirmed lethal range.
The Throw lethal range now. The late tech bringing even closer to chip as a win condition. Jab as a win condition as well. Aarondamac rocking the name the Penguin and his gameplay looking icy.
Previous patches, a damage output, you know, he's trying to catch up his best as we can, but you know, when the bar is Beatrix, it's hard to compare. 6 versus Beatrix for our winner's side. Top 8. Once again, it's the immediate tumble on through for Tenured Mule.
And going into this match, I'm going to be scared of that damage that Beatrix is putting on against someone as frail as Tenured Mule's 6. You get looked at kind of weird when Delta Clock is on, you might just be gone.
That's what I'm saying. He is a you know, character with a stellar tool set, but can be pretty volatile on the HP if you get a little too feisty on RPSing once or twice.
In the RPS there, a little bit of a delay, allowing Havaniceday to get the counter hit and mash out of the corner, take us coast to coast. And now Tenured might be in a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, that you riding free, the immediate low check coming out from Hava, not to mention the corner carry against this West Coast wall, just waiting for any opportunity to escape.
Escape is Tenured, finds the medium gate of demons and not the raging strike to finish it. Chip out point, but Hava can still make it happen if he doesn't block anything.
Ooh. There we go, caught out with the 2-2-H, the full belief from Havaniceday. No HP in the bank, and he's willing to bet his life on it. The SSBA takes round 1.
If I had a nickel for every time Havaniceday was on chip out points and found a 2-2-H in neutral into super confirmed for the round.
I'm just saying, if I had a nickel for every now, I think I might be able to buy it. But trying to, you know, buy a little bit of space here with the parry. Tenured Mule has Havaniceday up against the wall. I say as we let the L riding free go free and off the counter hit. Once again, we're fighting back in the mid-screen.
We are Havaniceday backdash not getting caught by the Gate of Demons. Tenured's press will get counter hit, and we're hitting those home runs.
Run up RL, little 6-6L action, just waiting for Tenured Mule to try and go for something a little bit too preemptive. Maybe look for a whiff punish. Havaniceday, no meter to his name.
No meter, but Tenured is just about at no health. The sweep, can it make it happen?
Walker, oh brother, the blocker, the spot dodger. Have a nice day. Ready for your shenanigans. The run up SSBA to try and steal the round right back, but nothing to be found.
All right, Tenured, we gotta calm it down a little bit. Running out of options, running out of life there with the Hail Mary SSBA. Oh my goodness. Cancel off. And Hava has gotten pretty lucky with these backdash timings, just safe from the 6-call execution.
Exactly. Call it luck, call it perfect spacing, call it the backdash to stop the U parry in its tracks. 6-6L starter isn't the worst thing in the world, but knowing that next hit has SBA behind it, no, instead, we're just going to spend it on this combo, put you immediately in death's door.
Tenured, I think, mashing out, expecting a tick throw or a command throw, something to seal out that round, but Hava keeping it close to the chest with the frame traps.
Okay, go for the empty cling, nothing to be found, but the whiff anti-air is still so far away to find a punish.
Off. Spot dodge, oh, I thought that would have netted Tenured to punish.
Run it up, pop of the parry. Big chillin' off of the backstep though, just trying to keep Havaniceday on his toes off of these Rekkas. Big chillin' on the U-Rekka, spaced out in an awkward way, just dodging that Thunderbird.
Havaniceday has no bravery points, gonna be able to recoup one off of this combo. The shimmy evading Tenured, and we get rewarded.
I was gonna say, I was waiting for the nightmare scenario where he does a third shimmy, but this is the same guy who was in chat earlier saying, guys, please confirm your jump ins hitting, but we confirmed the bait on the BC, putting Tenured Mule on a rough situation for the HP, 14k base, and now one hit should be enough to far L. The immediate hit confirmed to 2-2-H. Have a nice day, sends Tenured Mule down into the loser's side. Yeah. But thankfully, you know, a little bit balanced with the universal mechanics where so many appear reversals, you know, SBAs, DPs, SSBAs were so tricky to try and punish unless you had the specific counterplay. Now, you know, homogenized with the rest of the cast, no more silly pushback, no more being slightly less minus than other DPs. Still, heading on into it, Zerom with a chop.
chopping you over the head. Counter hit for the reward. Serum jumps over the flip to punish that awareness.
Stopping the merchant in his tracks. Dragalia, are we going to escape? Or we're just going to send the flip again? If it didn't work the first time, surely there's no way they think I do it again.
Serum just using that holy ladder as a deterrent. Saying, all right, you're going to try to reset your pressure? You had better not.
Bro, this is his flipsies button now. I really didn't think that we would be seeing it this often, but as soon as you mentioned it, we saw it 4 times in a row in just one round. The EX ball takes round 1 here for Zero.
I'm telling you, man, that button is ham now. I don't know why they decided, you know what, white flash kick needs to be a poke, but here we are. And it is working out for Zero.
Yeah, man, send it. Like, we're chilling. Let's do it. Ooh, there we go. Poke out here with the counter hit close L.
Confirm off of it as well into the demon flip setup. Dragalia, what is the challenge? But just a 2M into side swap doesn't mean that much. This, however, it's a little bit more.
Yeah, I'm curious what we were looking for there off of the U normal strategy. I imagine we just misinput U ball. Whoa, no. But speaking of the spin cycle, we pull up with the EX flip. Great starter here for Dragalia, but no cash out into the SSPA. It hit on the other side, but to your dismay, it ended up breaking the combo. Now you need one more touch.
Honestly, for Dragalia, I think it would have been even better if that U Crescent Moon had just whiffed entirely.
Yes,
The knockdown putting Zero into the ground so you can't follow up anymore nearly gave him a chance to come back in that round.
Yeah, it swapped the side. Like, it put him in the corner, and it stopped his punish. He's like, wait, maybe U-flip is a little too good for its own good. Speaking of, we got H-flip pulling up the jump over on the plus frames.
Zero's so good at doing that very consistently. That's the 2nd or 3rd time we've seen scouting out these Crescent Moons with that lightning fast jump of Charlotta's, and the command grab catching Dragalia standing will be all she wrote for game 1.
Keep it simple. RS, RC, straight into the noble strategy, Zero. Like you said, taking the first. Dragalia, you know, fighting for their lives, definitely being a little skeevy in the corner. We're seeing a lot of, you know, H-flip, dash H-flip. That's making it so that Zero, you know, kind of has to play back a little bit and think, okay, am I going to have to scramble for a position here, even though I brought you to the corner?
Brought to the corner first thing in this round. Demon flip sniped out, and we get those full counter hit confirms with the refund to boot.
Rogami hitting the Acme villain laugh. No! Okay, dropping the Setsuna to you, unfortunately. Not gonna pick up just a little bit too low. Oh, but high in the sky, the air-to-air flip. Life is good here for Dragalia.
That's what Dragalia was wishing would have happened on that DP punish earlier. The H version giving that ground bounce on counter hit would have been much preferable. But in this scenario, works out for him because it gets him around too.
Right, round up can be converted to a game. It's not the crossover jump off the BC. But it is a pickup off of the scramble here for Zero. Straight hit on the far L, but committed to the stagger hit on the other. Oh, never mind.
Got the hit, got the punish again. That's the 2nd time we've seen that noble strategy failing Zero.
Yeah. Probably gonna work out the command grab. I mean, it's high reward, but unfortunately high risk as well. The far H counter hit here for Dragalia. Still not gonna be enough to kill, especially if we drop. Didn't want to have to deal with combo limit, I suppose. One more hit could be enough, though, with SPA in tow. All right, that's kind of nasty. I gotta be real with you. Empty jump, delay, H flip. I take the flip merchant allegations back. That's flip artistry.
He has truly painted a picture for us, and that picture is a nail-biter of a set going into our winners finals. Dragalia trying his hardest to send Zero down to losers.
That was a curious counter hit setup. I wonder if that's a reset that Dragalia is trying to go for. Off the command dash, but still took a chunk out of Zero's HP. And gonna do the same off the triple RS combo, and it should be more than enough.
And forget the reset. We're going to get the biggest one. Back to neutral in a new round, and Dragalia up 1 round away from meeting Havaniceday in that winners finals.
New round, new knee. Spaced out off of the 100 hands. Right, dash out on the 2M. Not quite close enough to the wall for a corner combo, but the noble strategy coming out from Zerom. Not just a way to mix once you have the knockdown, but also just being a little evasive on these far ends that Dragalia is unafraid to throw out.
Confirmed off of that jump in, even though it hit so high. Zerom crossing Dragalia up left and right 3 times in a row to take us to final round.
Straight into the brilliant moon. The SBA brings us one more here, fighting for this winner's side. Send it off the Charlotta ball, just right out of range of the far H.
Fight her way in. Crescent Moon goes over the poke from Zerom. 668 rarity from Narmaya.
Yeah, I wonder what we were looking for there. I don't know if that was supposed to be a triple attack overhead ender, but it is the pull up on the EX dash. Clean tech from Zerom.
Great challenge as well from Dragalia, and we get the counter hit. Didn't spend anything, but this next hit in the corner, if Dragalia can find it, could be lethal.
Yeah, I feel like we could have gotten a lot more off of that close H, but still Dragalia with Volt Meter just flipping, taking to the skies. Maybe looking for a preemptive air-to-air as well, but the ultimate ball caught out here by the SBA. Dragalia still isn't able to kill.
Guard cancel, BC Wars like it's 1.5. Dragalia now has none. Zerom has no health left to give. The double Sentinel chipping him out, and we're getting Narmaya in winners finals, courtesy of the flip artist himself. For the Paragon fans in chat is that we guarantee one Paragon representative will be moving on further in our top 8. We get at least one fighting tenured mule. So hey, regardless of the outcome of this match, we're going to keep on the Paragon representation. But is it going to be Ferry or is it going to be Belial?
Nice. I like the far L up dog immediately catching out the jump here from Aarondamac.
I think BEPaw should steal that tag from Iago Garaitz. The far L gameplay is already coming out.
Yeah, but now we're seeing 2L, 2L, 5L coming out from Mr. the Penguin himself, Aaron. Grabbing BEPaw up here in the corner, just looking for the Asmodeus.
BEPaw finds the U hula hoop into the H to send Aaron all the way across. And hey, the dive kick, forget it. We're not guessing if it's plus or not if we just whiff for position.
Exactly. We're just trying to make our way back to the mid-screen here. But Aaron, with all the resources in the world, should be able to kill off the basketball bombo. There we go. H into the Asmodeus. He's going to take it. I was scared that scaling was going to save BEPaw there, but no, we still had more damage than the tank.
I see Sequela chat saying Ferry got a hit scan far L now. Oh, Squirrel Girl wishes she had this hit scan gaming.
Alright, send it off. Okay, send it off far M. Just waiting on the detonation. The full delay on the EXDP from Aaron and the shimmy too. Huge reward off of that shimmy. Are we gonna spend the 1? No, not quite. Aaron gonna keep it for a rainy day. Chilling on the Goetia. Didn't actually land the 2U, but ends up getting caught out by the whip. So UDP to escape here for Aaron, ends up same side. Roll
forward into far heavy to try and bully his way through, but BEPaw stands resolute in the mid-range, catching Aaron's roll with the 2M this time and punishing it accordingly.
Go reeled in off of the whip, tried to find something off far M, but ends up putting your hurt box out for the Goetia.
And this time though, going low under the far heavy, BEPaw finds the mark.
Both of these kills off of the backs of the RSRCs. So now we're going to round number 3.
Also, stay over there. Stop it. Don't approach me. I don't want anything to do with it.
Over on the other side, tries to go for the get off me button, but BC gets caught out here by the grab.
See Aaron playing very reserved in the mid-range, trying to just walk and block. The previous patches, a lot of Belial would just kind of try and 5U something to get their way in there, but he's not coming out from there.
And off of the triple attack, the whip to pull in. The close M to deal it out. Game number 1. Over to the Ferry.
Believe in victory. Battle 1.
What was that you put in chat? Para BEPaw versus Gone Aarondamac.
Aarondamac.
We got the first half of the Paragon organization up 1. Oh, we're gonna have to drop the second half if BEPaw wins.
I don't know, maybe. We got Elsa transcribing the Ferry combo right now. 5L, 5L. No! It's BC. Baited. Wait it out. There we go. Shoulder tackle coming out here from Aarondamac. It's not going to be enough to build. Oh, wait. Wait, you have Raging Strike, my fault.
Huh? Wait.
Oh, okay, but we're not going to go for SBA. Just going to go for the basketball bombos. And EXDP finds the kill.
Man, I cannot tell you how scared I got when I saw that first Raging Chain come out. So, Aaron, I'm sure you have the calculations, but please.
Yeah, scares me with the optimization sometime, but still able to find the kill. Pulls up with the Goisha reel back. Far end. Now, Aarondamac has you up against the wall once again. Good position to try and tie this back up. The guard, the jump.
Side swap from BEPaw. Chat was talking earlier about how cheap that is. This is looking pretty darn cheap from Aarondamac, whiff punishing BEPaw into the Yugoisha for the side swap.
Okay, caution on 2 Ls.
Some space for the hula hoop.
Okay, able to recover in time after the spot dodge into the Goisha follow-up, but the pinwheel just stopping the dive kick in its tracks with the 5L. What the?
Run up TP.
Yeah, just trying to avoid the checkmate situation. Knew that Aaron had a UDP of his own, so trying to invo through, but that doesn't make the situation after any less scary. Goisha ties it up.
As soon as that Asmodeus was blocked by BEPaw and there was no more health left to give, that became a nigh impossible comeback to make. Aarondamac had like more than half health and 2 BP left to his name.
Yeah.
It's so difficult.
You avoid one checkmate, pseudo checkmate situation and realize there's still 60% on the board. You're like, I'll do my best here. Here we go. Again, the 236L side swap, really good here. Clean pickup off of the 2U.
RL Gaming. The hit scan normal, keeping Aarondamac at bay. Never mind. I lied.
No space to be taken. We got the vacuum off that 4H Goisha follow-up. The SBA is clean, and Aarondamac on set point.
1 round away. Aarondamac starting us off with a close heavy. Nothing more he could wish for than that. And whiff punish after is pretty good too.
Again, the side swap block out on the UDP. Close stage starter up against the wall here. Solid for BEPaw. Let's get the GG det. GG set, rather. We pull up and we just wait out the DP.
Didn't quite get the link, so no meter refund, but BEPaw still has 50 to work with. Raging Chain for the knockdown, 50-50 time. Aaron will DP for the 3rd time in a row. This one connects. BEPaw not expecting it.
Would you DP thrice for $1 million? Just trying to bring Aaron back down to the ground. Spend the last BP you got, but the detonation just a little bit too far. I like the micro step from Aaron just to confirm. Tricky.
GG
Damage not a factor just yet.
RL connects for BEPaw, and we keep things tight as we progress through our top 8. Loser side or not, we're keeping it. Final game, final round. We couldn't have it any other way for the Paragon matchup.
I can't stand this BEPaw guy, man. Farl, and finally the EX up dog. The backdash on the Vasago as well puts you back into the corner. 5U just for a little bit of chip, trying to bait out a Brave counter, but I like the patience from Aaron, knows that matchup.
Woo! BEPaw sniping out the 5U. BEPaw covering the skies. GG with the alley-oop into the super as well. It's all coming up BEPaw.
Yeah, trying to go for the meaty Raging Strike, but there we go. We saw the startup. We got UDP to escape. Walk it out, though. You're 1 far light confirm away. Oh, never mind. Maybe 2. Forgot it's Ferry, but we still got GG dead.
BEPaw?
No!
The controller?
Me when I DC? Windows
Back.
USB noise? Okay, big chillin'. No BP here for BEPaw.
Trying to spot dodge, trying to avoid any instances of chip. GG underfoot, jumped over, nothing connects. Aaron's still having it. BEPaw's controller again!
No! Not like this. We run up into the 2M. The patience tried to put a little respect on it, but who knows what the controller is back. The SSBA is available, and Aarondamac stays alive to move on to losers quarterfinals. That's a heartbreaker, man. Side pretty early, but of course it's a battle of the titans here. On the other side of top 8 losers, it's 2B versus Zooey, Ladewaybac versus Synn.
Matchups that we are not, nobody familiar with Grand Blue tournaments are unfamiliar with seeing, right?
And we're letting the intros rock as well. They're recovering from the last set too. They're like, damn, man, what a way to go. But you gotta shake off the third person nerves. Now we're locking in for your tournament life here as we head on into it. Game number 1.
Only one may prevail. Zerom awaiting in losers quarterfinals. Synn or Lade gonna be meeting them. Who's it gonna be?
Ooh, there we go. The mash out on the 6XL post auto combo says, all right, you got full skill gauge, but I got full confidence. Let me mash out for the one time.
Wade certainly has full confidence on that pickup. Unfortunately, the hammer didn't quite make it, so Synn able to recover and DP out.
Boost. There we go. Caught on the other side with the JH. Now we got corner for it as well. Trying to keep this combo going as long as possible to build up some more skill.
Then the SBA take a BP off, run up far heavy with the plus frames. The only way Lade could have continued that block string without any skill.
Oops. Yeah, pulled up the home run swing. Now we find another hit off of the dash cancel 2L. Oh, and the throw is lethal too.
Just wondering if Lade would somehow find a way to kill off that last hit. But when you have no skill gauge as 2B and not a whole lot of meter to work with either, her damage can be pretty low in a lot of these scenarios.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, there we go. Caught out of... It looked like an airborne hit. I wonder if we were mashing JL on the way up to escape, but mashing the back row to escape the corner entirely. The J... No! Okay, you didn't get punished for it at least.
Synn was almost the coolest guy I've ever seen. If he had been able to pick up that raw 2-1-4U on the ground, that would have been so damn cool.
Yeah, had the right idea, but just a little bit too low to the ground off the air to air. Now we're caught in this West Coast corner once again. Synn, one throw away. Chip damage is a factor as well, but off of the empty low, we stood a little bit too early.
That's been Lade's go-to on these low health Oki scenarios this entire tournament. Get the knockdown, save some skill gauge and some meters. You can go for that 2-2U. The pod bombs give you an absurd amount of frame advantage to work with. And then hold up forward, high-low time, baby.
There we go. And I like the slide up coming out from Ladewaybac. The immediate aggression going right past the M Dragon, but send it again with the sweep.
Counter on the far heavy. Lade able to find his way out of there. Guard crush for the plus frames too.
Alright, scooped up in the corner. Big chiller. Just going for the standard high-low. No JU pod stall shenanigans. And finds the counter hit off of the hammer as well. It's a clean kill with the SBA. What?
Unless.
Me when I live? Me when I lie? Oh, brother. Alright, Synn. Not going to go for the SSBA to try and swing things back in terms of grade points. Instead, cashing out, sending the double U skill, and still has a little bit more meter in the bank. Synn be able to find this. All right, I've cursed it before. Hold on. Wait. Did we build 100? We don't build 100.
Not quite. And Ladewaybac just bashes 5L and wake up. You're not going to beat EV. I don't believe you. Not in the clutch like that.
Nah, bro, don't call it the J2 curse. It's the commentary curse, right? This happens to everyone, right? Surely? Oh, no, and everyone gets hit by counter hit 668 sometimes, right, guys?
And it feels just as bad every single time it happens. Lade, though, not shaken, will continue finding the mark on those 5Us that get parries and get opportunities to take Synn coast to coast.
There we go. Yeah, just keeping the combo going. That U-beam, the tether, just get... Oh my god, why is this combo still going, man?
Synn keeping it nice and simple.
Yeah, exactly. Just said, all right, I'm tired of these 26-hit combos. Let me send it with the laser. The combo counter, you know, says quite a bit, but of course the duration, a little bit lacking here. Spend the meter. Just bring us over to the corner here for Ladewaybac. We got full skill. We have UDP to have to worry about, but again, it's such a low hit on the JD, so nothing to be found.
Ladewaybac will be the one finding a confirm into the throw, taking Synn's health bar down closer and closer. The counter hit jab connects. Ladewaybac takes another one.
The time is nay. That's what happens, man. Sometimes, you know, you get 2-3 fractures in a row, but you keep your career on moving. And, you know, a gamer that's, or a character that's run into quite a few heartbreaking moments in his life, but still continues on. It's the Sandalphon mirror, actually, for tenuredmule versus Aarondamac, a gentleman's to our favorite Tetra Element Twink.
We hadn't seen much Sandalphon going. We had seen one earlier, if I recall correctly, but get some more action going, as well as we're letting the whole intros rock, because we gotta make the most of it.
That's what I'm saying, man. I need as much Sandalphon screen time as possible. I'm sure these gamers agree. Once again, tenuredmule pulling up in the, what is that? It's the red and the green, and Aarondamac pulling up in the base Sandy.
Yeah, Tenured's rocking the Gucci belt, you know?
Oh, yeah, you're right, you're right. Ooh, yeah, trying to jump over the water orb is really tricky, right? You know, it's just really annoying for that grounded space control, but opens you up to being anti-aired if you're a little too predictable about it.
Aarondamac getting opened up by these 2M whiff punishes, too. Tenured has been sitting just outside 6XL range and sneaking them in every time Aarondamac whiffs.
Consume the element, we get it right back off the knockdown, but up against the corner, gets throw tech baited, and we're taking a little bit of extra damage as well, right? Because we have that element on.
Yep, and we're gonna go into SSBA. Paradise Lost will drain the remainder of those 2 BP. Look at this, 50% extra damage from no BP, plus the 10 from water element.
You are definitely losing Paradise and losing a lot of HP in the corner as well. These button techs take away the chip, and a run-up throw is lethal. That was a rough start for Aaron, but still able to bring it back, right? Because the SSBA brought you so much. Why is he wearing heels, though? You guys gotta let a short king do his thing, man. You gotta mind your business and keep it moving.
Side Games was real for putting the Angels in heels. That's all I'm saying. Lucy got him. Sandalphon got him.
Yeah. The Angels get heals, some of the Angels get guns, but no gat to be seen. It's the MDP to escape. Aarondamac brings us right back to neutral.
Both of these players trying to fish for these 2 M's. They're saying, all right, this is the God button. I'm poking with this one.
They're looking for the funny man. Oh, okay. Looking for a little misfire off the 2-2H stance. Consume it for the plus frames off of the guard crush. No element to be seen, but we still mash out with the 2L.
Tenured backing up to neutral. He knows that he's in a bit of a precarious spot, right? With 1 BP left and the element installed. And Aaron has SSBA. Not for long, though. You spend the 50 for the extra confirm.
There you go. Still got 50 behind it as well. Combo limit. Get the water element. We're pulling up. Battle of Sokka and Katara here in the corner, and no BP, so the lack of reaction on the Raging Strike. Aaron takes game number 1.
Of all the ways for that round to end, Raging Strike guard crushing tenuredmule is not the one that I was expecting. Tenured is a player who I personally know is one with particularly good reaction.
Back. No, you ended up in the water orb anyway. I went for the low on the triple attack. UDP to escape with a clean knockdown.
I like that Aaron's been favoring that UDP a lot more. I think since the extra counter hit changes on meterless DPs, the value of those has gone up significantly.
Ooh. Away from the pickup there, but it's okay. You still have tenuredmule up against the corner, finds the lariat. It's a clean confirm off consuming the element too. Aarondamac on set point.
Continuing to prove that he's got the reps in with the Shoto game plan. Transitioning from Belial to Sandalphon certainly got some things to work, some differences to work through, but the core gameplay not too dissimilar.
Yeah. Clean it out, just send out the fireballs back to back. Speaking of, we got the fire flames. Fire versus water, we're trying to see if the type advantage is enough. We consume the water for the guard crush, but Very even on the HP, and oh my gosh, it's like 12 6-6Ls.
This time the Ecliptica from Aarondamac strikes true. The throw as well. SSBA is on deck for tenure, but that means he is in kill range for Aarondamac with 100 meters.
Oh, just tried to wait at the DP, but nothing to be found. Still off of the wall bounce. Clean pickup from Aarondamac, and the UDP is lethal. Aaron moving on to losers semis. You know, I imagine the discussion in matchmaking, they were like, all right, you want a Sandy mirror for the one time? The end of the run for one of these gamers here on the other side of losers quarters. Once again, it's Zerom Ladewaybac.
Now that the light version of Holy Ladder is in the way it is, I was wondering if Zerom is going to try and use that as a deterrent for Ladewaybac taking to the skies. And based on the first 5 seconds of that round, I think the answer to that is yes.
Waited out off the home run swing. Big chillin', we take these guys.
Sweep, counter hit Zero. I'm not quite expecting it, but even though the sweep knocked him down, Noble Strategy Lift still in there, still blocking DPs, doesn't get the full confirm. That's not counter hit, or not a counter hit recovery, yeah.
All right, now they're bringing us over to the other side. That corpse run, just to make sure you had that back up against the corner.
Rage whiffed.
Yeah, just trying to go for a preemptive anti-air, but still missing the jump when it matters. Now Zerom has you swapped up against the corner.
As the challenges as well. Great far light from Zerom. Close out that round.
Yeah, once you have that meter, it's always nice to link into the U Noble strategy. An automatic refund there.
Anytime you can get that refund, it makes your damage for expenditure ratio so much better.
Exactly, yeah. The extra corner carry didn't really matter because we were already up against the wall, but now we're trying to find our way back out of the wall. We run up into the Noble strategy, finds the autocorrect sweep, but still chilling on the down back here for Ladewaybac.
We're going to be going to the left side of the ring. Knockdown for Zerom. Ladewaybac got all the health lead, but anti-airs is one thing that he does not have quite yet.
And then we get to the double strategy. Just wait it out. Are we going to double jump out of the corner? No, we're going to mash out here for Ladewaybac. Says, all right, a little bit too much respect.
Whiff on the brave counter. Ladewaybac going for an early ender on that chain from the far heavy. Beautiful stuff on the bait.
Yeah, and when you're playing a character like 2B with, you know, half-screen buttons, there are certain situations where you make the brave counter whip and at least you get to keep your turn, but you're going to find the full punish. With Zerom, they'll find a way to put you back up against the corner once again. No noble strategy, but it's a double jump. Oh, brother.
Wow, Zerom is thanking his lucky stars for that one. Ladewaybac unfortunately missing the memo on that DP punish. He's going to be the one getting punished by a whole hell of a lot of damage.
Sweep, keep your turn up. Now we're taking to the skies. I like the spacing from Zerom, right? Just trying to threaten that air approach without being in range of the JM, but finds herself in range of the EX Honda hands. It's game 1-0.
Yeah, I love your point about the spacing. He's been trying to put himself just outside of 5H range from 2B while also being able to threaten an explosive Shining Onslaught.
Okay, I like the deep dash in from Zerom, you know, thinking, okay, you're going to double backdash, but single backdash, the mash out with the 5M, Ladewaybac, still catching the approach, but caught out by 2M.
Go for the mix, left, right, into a throw bait. Zerom giving Ladewaybac way too many things to think about there.
Again, this U-Noble strategy brings us to the corner every single time. With the cooldown down, we're just waiting out with a strike throw. Spaced out here, but no kill to be found off the 100 hands.
Not going to be able to find a kill either. I don't think he quite has the meter for it. We'll just take the corner carry, and that'll be it. One touch for both players.
A throw kills, but a back throw does as well. Right, with that chip, a DP could do it, but of course, the Helmbreaker, it's been so long since we've seen it. Feels like, you know, it's a different Zerom we're seeing today, where normally it's 5, 10 Helmbreakers in a row. We're finally saving it for that last round.
the usage of Helmbreaker feels like the usage of like command grabs, right? You want to condition your opponent to not look for them. You're doing all the lows from the demon flip. You're making sure they don't want to get command grabbed, and you sneak in the overhead there at the very end.
Yep, sneaking in the plus frames, the setup, knockdown into the noble strategy, just looking for a little more corner carry. Here's where it really matters, and Ladewaybac finds the mash out.
The mash out, but Zerom is okay with just backing up and continuing to take space with punishing Ladewayback's attempts at a heavy string.
Yeah, like you said, right? Just catching out the attempt at that 5H with the noble strategy swipe. Now we're looking for a little bit of chip damage off of this U-ball.
It has a beater, get a little bit of chip damage off the hammer, keep up the plus frames on plus frames. The spacing trap finds Zerom finally.
Raging strikes. Oh, we don't have any more BP? I was gonna say. That combo limit kicked in. I was thinking that the SBA early on would have just killed and kept it simple, but Ladewaybac, of course, better knower than I on these optimals for 2B.
Yeah, if that didn't kill, that could have turned into a tragedy, because Zerom had full bar on deck.
Exactly.
Lade avoiding a certain death for that moment. This one, not quite as assured.
Oops. Still set point here for Zerom. Ladewaybac isn't quite going to die here, but you know, you get one more chance, one more throw, one more 2L, and the low is going to seal it out. Zerom moving on to losers semis against Aarondamac. Winners side again. We have winners finals. Havaniceday versus Dragalia. We got some Bea versus Narmaya action.
And I haven't seen a whole lot of, I haven't seen any counters in chat so far this tournament. We're going to get one for the one time for our winners finals for Dragalia up here.
Yeah, how many flips can we deal out for the gamers right now? None to be seen so far, but the jump back JH from Havaniceday, you thought you escaped, but back out to the mid-green, into the corner you go.
Havaniceday is trying to stop chat from having any fun. But counting? Not count anything. Dragalia doesn't get to play.
Can't even escape. All right, the jump over, the back throw. No flips to be seen just yet. We got one on the board.
SSBA on deck as well. Fell out of the 236U. Hello?
Yeah. Ooh. Jump back on the EX flip. That's two on the board. Nothing to be found, though. Maybe trying to catch out a Thunderbird or some sort of air-to-air, but the 5L should be enough. The clean confirmed to SSBA. The kill for Dragalia.
Oh, Havaniceday trying to encroach on the wall that was Dragalia in Kagura stats. 5L. It's going to hit eventually, surely.
Surely one of these days, but once again, the H riding free, confirming that corner, and then some. Now we're knocking Thunder Pros with the close L, just trying to see if Dragalia finally lets the EXDP rock, but there we go, the dash out, the flip.
Screen.
Go, run up. Something to be found off the throw. That's four on the board, but the clean air-to-air from Havaniceday, it's straight into the SBA.
Havaniceday piloting Beatrix to one more home run, adding to her stats. Batting average looking pretty good this season, I can't lie.
That's what I'm saying. I got to start counting myself. You guys are just waiting it out, just like Dragalia, waiting out the DP. The grounded EX flip, just keeping us going all the way over to the other side. Just barely had enough to build up the Eustace enough.
On a clutch jump out of the corner. Micro dash into 2L. Caught Dragalia, I think, trying to walk back out of pressure. And one shimmy doesn't do the job. I'll do it again.
Yeah, we've seen the double shimmies coming out from Havaniceday before, just saying, oh no, I survived the one shimmy. Now you're going to see it one more time, straight into the SBA for Havaniceday.
5L wall being put up, but going straight under it.
Counter hit L riding free for game number one. Again, it's a first to three scenario, so Dragalia still a little bit more time to try and adapt against Havaniceday, but oh man, the pace that Havaniceday has been setting is very difficult to try and stop. We find a whip punish on that bar H.
Yeah, good via play feels like it is over in an instant. Havaniceday, when he is on his game, makes these rounds lightning quick.
Ooh. There we go. The flip over with the spot dodge.
To mid-screen, the flip going wide. Hava getting the spot dodge on it.
Yep. All right, ultimate sets in. I'll see you in the... Oh, never mind. A little bit too far for the 6XL link, I suppose.
Plus frame 6XL finding the mark there, though, off the back of the plus frames. Dragalia trying to challenge.
Ooh, yeah, spot dodge on the U Crescent Moon. Still gonna mash out here with the 5L.
And then jump back, JH continuing to put in work for Havaniceday.
Alright, strike, Raging Chain, Havaniceday. One round closer.
I think you finally inspired chat to keep up the counting, Jatsu.
There we go. Someone said, oh, Jatsu can count to 10. I got to 8 and I lost track, so this one's all on you guys. Have a nice day. Not the most damage here off the 6XL, of course, but again, forcing Dragalia to fight back out of the corner. Spends it on the flip, but it's BC to bring us right back.
That spot dodge on the medium sets, you know, kind of risky. If Havaniceday had been a little bit off on the timing there, that was a full crumble.
Sends him on the UDP. Doesn't get the counter hit state off of it, but that's still 50 down the drain.
Here we are for Hava, though. A dangerous position that we've seen runbacks manifested before. Delta clock available, 80 meter on deck. All he needs is one.
Bro, if Dragalia actually loses the round off of not confirming the jump in, I'm just thinking of the message that Have a Nice Day sent earlier. Oh god, wait, do you go behind? Nothing personal. Oh.
So what was that about missing the confirm off the jump in, Jason?
Quote, please confirm your jump ins hitting. End quote, dash, have a nice day.
Believe in victory.
What a world.
You hate to see that kind of thing happen.
That never goes behind. I'm thinking about the M dash, but I guess it was also pretty far out, right? So pretty quick react here from Have a Nice Day, 50 meter apiece.
You transient goes through it. I don't think Have a Nice Day was quite ready for that punish. Got the far L and was like, what do I do with this?
Yeah, he was probably more awkwardly spaced out than he thought. Maybe thinking it was a close L series. But... Ooh, yeah, empty jump into the delay, close H. This should be the kill here for Dragalia. Keep it simple, the flip, the SBA, the close H is lethal.
Dragalia said, bro, stop delay bashing. You get the feeling when you get your defensive timings blown up like that. Command grab coming in. We got an early Delta clock for Have a Nice Day.
Gives us a little bit more to work with up against the corner. Not going to spend on the SBA just yet.
Next hit, though, is going to be out of the park if Have a Nice Day can land it.
Okay, 226U. Look at how much we're able to run across the screen. If one Brave counter doesn't work, we send it with 2. We're already in one-touch territory, so we might as well bet it all. But because the extra damage, the overhead kills.
Have a Nice Day just pulled up with the Y-I-oughta. Bonking Dragalia straight up on the head.
Exactly. All right, the jump in, the EX flip, the counter hit, close H. The run-up on plus frames is brave from Have a Nice Day.
Bravery gonna be rewarded in spades. About a third of Dragalia's health bar gone. The Brave counter to keep him in the corner.
Brave counter out on the EX fireball as well. Just jumping, taking to the skies to try and escape.
They're trying to stand his ground. Once this health bar gets a little bit lower, he could kill on the next touch, but Hava just in a similar position.
We keep it clean. This ultimate riding free. No, it's behind the back. 2-2H into ultimate Thunderbird. It's not quite the kill, and neither is the 2L. Just a little bit too far for one more hit. Have a nice day. Doesn't need chip damage when we got the 6-6L for a 3-0. For Garo for Tekken 8, and of course Street Fighter 6 and Smash are getting $10,000 in the pot. We got our final first to 2 of the evening. Let's see it.
Aarondamac rocking the Sandalphon yet again. After that match against Tenured, I think he said, forget it. I'm just going to have fun for the rest of the bracket.
Exactly. Again, he's living on borrowed time, so he's having as much fun as he can. Just send it out with 100 hands here as we get Throtech back into the corner.
Get the command grab Ender as well.
Alright, mash out after the BC. Thankfully, the BC war muscle memory is slowly getting worked out here by the gamers.
You can see it's a tough a tough change to come to terms with, right? We got like a year and a half of muscle memory of Brave Counter being plus on block and what to do with that.
Yep. Sometimes you just see the hesitation, but clearly Zerom has rewired the muscle memory to take round 1. Swiping out with the 2M, but Aaron trying to slow it down with these fireballs.
Oh my. The El Noble, or El Holy Ladder, excuse me. It's such an insane poke now, as is the Noble strategy, the sweep counter hitting Aarondamac.
Yeah, look at how much damage it took, right? Already 70% down, the UDP to escape. Aaron's like, please, one more chance to fight back. That's all I need.
That's a chance to fight back indeed if Zerom goes wide with a 6-6H. You go nearly coast to coast off the back of this.
Well, that wall bounce is actually a vine bloom. I'm thinking about the Costco guys every time I see it with the Cinematic. All right, behind the back.
There we go. We got the low, but no confirm.
Oh, the throw would have been lethal, but this one, you can stay alive. The back throw, the 2L Zerom takes game number 1.
J12 in shambles. Aarondamac hit that cross-up jump in, and Havaniceday's words rang in my head.
No! Because we're so ready for Brave Counter, we're so ready to be blocked and then immediately have to wait out for the reversal that sometimes you see the hit, sometimes you see counter hit and you're like, oh wait, it is my turn to win the game, huh?
Zerom gonna be taking that turn as often as it presents itself. And this opportunity to get out of the corner is a great opportunity to take advantage.
No pickup on the far L after the L Holy Ladder, but still a lot of screen space taken here by Zerom.
Making his presence feel even bigger than it is by standing at an awkward distance just outside of far H range for Aarondamac.
There we go, caught out with the delayed 6XL. Start with something from Zerom here, but swapping ourselves back over to the other side with the roll.
Far enough for the Zohar strike, but is close enough that the EX Fireball can confirm. Like we were talking about earlier, some players preferring to stay in light. Aarondamac, I think, is one of those big proponents. He's like, light does everything I could want it to, and I'm not giving up any unnecessary risks.
Yeah, exactly. And this is a gamer who swapped over, or is trying out this character with so many hours on Belial, right? So just going for things that are a little bit more guaranteed, a little bit more safe, just pulls up with all the frame advantage in the world. Not trying to lose any tempo on these elements. And again, the Vine Move, the combo limit, the LDP still gives you enough time to beat it.
Gonna get a whole lot of damage off of this. Einsof are sure to follow. Love this animation, man. Putting up the 4 elements, rain down heaven upon Zerom.
Kill him with the Prism of Swords. And the scoop, the jump back air grab from Aarondamac. Ties up our set here in loser semis.
Battle 1. Engage.
Such a good adaptation to Zerom's jumping habits. Meeting him in the sky. Forget trying to anti-air. I'll just scoop you up, toss you down. That's all I need.
Exactly. I mean, this is an angel with wings. That's where he's trying to be. Even though his grounded buttons and you know, presence with the mist spiner are definitely something to be afraid of. Still big chillin' here as we take to the skies.
Get damage racking up, but big chillin' is Aarondamac after that 6XL confirms. We're taking to the skies. We're taking to the right corner now.
Alright, PC out. No mash out after, but you do try to stun it with the MDP.
SBA? Is that enough?
Oh, it takes one of the crystals that actually increases the damage of the super. So it is going to be the kill. Now Zerom on set point.
It was so close. A game of inches there on that SBA. Set point, but Aarondamac has looked very, very strong in the Sandalphon so far. Could certainly bring it back, especially if this corner sequence goes his way.
Damn, and the high in the sky air stall off the Helmbreaker actually ends up counter hitting the 2H. It doesn't, oh brother. It doesn't give Zerom the opportunity to escape, but this Raging Strike, not caught out by Aarondamac, gives you all the screen space in the world.
Yeah, every single inch of it, all the way into the left corner off of that hit Raging Strike. You hate to see it if you're Aarondamac fans.
Quite gonna reach there for the kill, confirm on Zerom's side. Now Aaron still has another opportunity to fight back with a Vine Boom. Water Element, oh, are we trying to go for some silliness off of the... I really thought you were gonna get a combo off 6XM, but not quite.
The elemental release plus frames. Yeah, Zerom doesn't want to hold any of it. Wants to guard cancel and start racking up that chip. Run up UTP, but didn't get the final hits.
No! He was so sick with run up DP, but because it didn't kill, had to go for it one more time. But Zerom, perfect on the timing to spot dodge, and he stays alive for the losers finals. Our Angel sent back down to hell at number 4. First of 3, it's losers finals. Zerom versus Dragalia.
Believe in victory.
Dragalia being the one who sent Zerom down to losers bracket in the first place, but that was a nail biter of a set up in winners.
Look for the immediate grab, L ball to put ourselves right in close range, but the mash out from Dragalia, great, but it's not enough to bring us back mid-screen.
Zerom showing us again some different layers of counterplay to the Crescent Moon, this time rolling through it, jumping up to meet it. So good at playing around that special from Dragalia.
Oh, I like the idea from Dragalia. Again, the air-to-air flips are a good idea against someone who is so, you know, wants to take to the skies, but just barely avoiding the hitbox here. Now U-Ball putting Dragalia closer and closer to chip damage territory.
Yeah, the health racking down. The glow is gone. The light out of her eyes. Have to try again next round.
Yeah, and I like what we're seeing from Zerom as well, right? Knows that the threat of chip damage is on your mind once we see the, you know, lack of flashing on the HP. So instead of betting it all on a ball that might be spot dodged, instead just going for 6XL and being able to recover in time either way. And now, decent start here to the round number 2 for Dragalia, especially when you're baiting out the DP.
Ooh, that's some of that new rooting we get, courtesy of the counter hit DP changes.
Yep.
Cancel into the Crescent Moon for some extra damage, and that's 50% right off of Zerom's health bar at full BP, by the way.
Okay, I didn't think he would die off of the counter hit. I was like, oh man, you're gonna be in door range off this. And then I was like, wait, okay, the 6-6H now coming out from Dragalia, a little low crush action.
Zerom almost snuck in over top of that close heavy.
Goose, there we go, caught up with the delay 6XL.
Early ladder, but doesn't quite move around the parry in time.
Yep. Okay. 1 throw, 2 throws. BC out on the plus frames. The mash out on H flip too. He's like, all right, you're a little awkwardly spaced. I believe in my 2L.
Yeah, the placements of those 2Ls are so consistently on point.
He's got the soul read, says, all right, you know, plus 2, I believe it is. Like, whatever, man. I'm chilling. I know you're going to try and be a little greedy with it. Now the 6-6H on Zerom's side catches the approach from Dragalia for so much damage.
Yeah, you were talking about him having the soul read. I don't think anything shows that better than a round start 6-6H. That's how you say, yeah, I got your number.
Just the walk back, sent it with the MDP, stopping Dragalia's approach. The jump over the ultimate sets us straight into the 5U.
Mashing on it, tried to challenge off of blocking the H Crescent Moon.
Yep. Right off the Raging Strike, just keep it going. We're fine to spend all the diamonds here. Oh, the 50 even off the ultimate Kyoka still isn't enough.
On chip out point.
Alright, that looks pretty sick. Send it with the parry. We thought we saw something on Zerom's side, but instead we were just waiting for any way to escape.
I got scared there for a second. I heard a sound effect and I thought the worst.
Yeah, I thought it was like a Setsuna. I heard the shing, and then I was like, no, he's gonna die. Little did I know that he was an ambiguous pronoun in that sentence. Now we're pulling up. We whipped to M and went into Age Flip, and it still worked out. Now you Transient is gonna teleport behind and give us that side.
And with that side swap, we're going to take the most advantage of it we can. Use full corner confirms, not block the Raging Strike, have to spend 2 BP to continue keeping this position.
Yeah, it's the last thing you're looking to react to when you're the one on offense, right? Sometimes you bait out the Brave counter, and it does not end up working in your favor. The 2H, the ultimate Kyoka, just keep the combo clean with the Raging Strike as Dragalia ties it up.
Game 1's data, as they say. Dragalia trying to make this a repeat of the winner's semis performance. Wants to be the one to take it over Zerom twice in a row here tonight.
Oh, okay, that was a really high in the sky confirm. I think we were almost too early on the LDP, but awkward because she's right above your head as well. So double spot dodge here from Zerom to try and get your turn back.
The safe jump of the UDP and no counter hit slowdown, but the punish still damaging as hell.
Yeah, being UDP safe off that situation is really good too, right? Because obviously it's faster than any of the meterless reversals. It can be very difficult to find that timing, but SBA for Dragalia keeps the momentum up.
The momentum is strong here for Dragalia. Got 3 rounds in a row for the Narmaya, but this is the game plan that Zerom wanted to get started. You get one back throw into the mid screen into the mix.
Yep. Oos! Oh, clean pickup. Oh, but doesn't get the far L. Or the 5L rather, but either way, still has a decent corner situation until we find the roll through Setsuna.
Counter hit with the far heavy. Tried to meet him air to air, but no dice for Dragalia this time. Just wait for a reaction. I can feel it.
Yep. Looking for the buffer. Nothing to be seen off of the super. We got EX Transient, and again, the jump over on the EX flip. Zerom finds the hit on the way back down.
Zerom jumped before Dragalia even started that move. He knew what was up. He saw deep into Dragalia's soul and said, I'm here first.
Oops. All right, tossed up off the plus frames. All right, send out the L hands.
With the Crescent Moon, that is devastating for Zerom. This health lead is gone in an instant.
Oh no, but could have been an even better knockdown, but just the whiff on the Setsuna Link. Doesn't matter because we still mash out with the 5L. LDP to keep you back in the corner, the 2L to fight back. It's a battle of mashers.
Indeed it is. Zerom coming out on the winning side of it. Having to spread the bravery point to keep up the offensive. Dragalia's turn to do so as well.
PC out, doesn't want to have to hold the +2. The parry, it doesn't work out. We're waiting it out off the Setsuna and Dragalia. Up a game.
At the furthest possible spacing, Dragalia could have confirmed that. Counter hit Setsuna for the stagger just enough. Now 2-1 is the score. Dragalia could be going back up to Grand Finals for a rematch with Havaniceday. He's taking some punishment like this, though.
Yeah. Straight into the SBA. Gonna put you in throw range, I believe, or maybe just a little bit out. Oh, but off the Helm Breaker, now anything should be a kill. Including the parry. 5U. Zerom 1 round closer to tying it back up at a 2-2.
How often you get to see a Charlotta 5U for the kill?
Right? How often do we see the 5U, right? You know, already a pretty rare move in and of itself to throw your opponent off of their toes, but the counter hit, close heavy, coming out.
Throw to follow it, noble strategy, forcing Dragalia to brave counter out. He tried to roll through. The timing not quite there.
Alright, 5H.
Are we gonna spend? No!
Tried to be tricky with the LDP reset, but Zerom, seen it too many times before. He's chilling. He finds his escape out of the corner, and the whiff on the far H instead, the BC.
Having no BP here is so difficult for Dragalia. No options to brave counter and force your turn back.
6-6L is more than enough damage to tie things up. No time in the rematch. These gamers are neck and neck, and we're going straight back into the action. Game number 5.
The final deciding game to see who is going out at third place and who will face our grand finals resident. Havaniceday.
Ooh, there we go. One more flip on the board and one more hit for Dragalia. Should be enough to take this round.
He's holding up. I'm going north. I want nothing to do with it.
Yep, I'm taking to the skies, but that airspace might just be Zerom's home. Protecting it with all that he can. We have the noble execution here off this SSBA.
50 on Dragalia, forcing out that last bravery point. He's in a similar situation as last round, stuck in the corner with no resources, no way outs except the U Crescent Moon.
Yeah, saw the run up to M. I wonder if instead of going for the U flip, if a falling button might have been able to punish, but the far L catches you straight out of the flip. Yes, we've hit 30, but we've also hit this potential final round here for Zerom.
The instance where you hate to see the flip counter going up. This is one where you love to see it too, as the counter hit gives him a little bit of a confirm, but Zerom will find one of his own.
Yeah, and finally the flip catches you out of the skies. It wasn't a super jump this time, but instead it aired to air, the noble strategy. But mid-screen, it really didn't give you enough.
Zerom gonna get a whole lot in this corner. Not gonna be able to kill, but it will put Dragalia on death's door. Spends the 50 on the U reversal, gets away from that Raging Strike attempt, but not away from his impending death as Zerom finds the jump over, finds the kill, and finds his way up to grand finals.
One set and then win another over Havaniceday, who's sitting pretty in winners on the Beatrix. So let's see it, our final set of the evening.
Our final set. We're skipping the intros, no hoopla necessary, straight to fisticuffs for our final game of the night. And Havaniceday finding the first blow with that 6XL.
Dash light, just bring us over to the side. Just because it didn't win an Evo award doesn't mean it's not going to work out off of the round start. Catches out the attempt at the noble strategy for Havaniceday.
In this corner, plus frames off of the H Fireball, too far to confirm off of it. But Zerom is not dissuaded in the slightest. But alright, you spend your cooldown, it's my time to pull up.
Exactly. A little low swipe, send out the far L, ended up getting crossed up here, which gives you the perfect opportunity to BC Zerom into the corner.
Spot dodge into 5U.
Really just double dipping on the defensive mechanics, but it's not going to be enough for Havaniceday.
That it won't. You gotta spend a whole hell of a lot of resources if you want to get Havaniceday out of your face, because the onslaught of this Beatrix is coming, and it will find the remainder of Zerom's health bar.
Walk it back, 2-2-H, that riding free with the golden glow. Life is good.
Beatrix working on those home run statistics, man.
We're swinging with the sword right now, maybe practicing the swing on Zerom's side as we try and tie it back up. The 6XL.
Not quite gonna build enough meter for the super. The knockdown, the slight walkout giving Havaniceday the positional advantage. I love to see that kind of optimization.
Alright, the X-Ball just wait it out. Havaniceday a rough life deficit right now, but if anyone can, you know, come back on any given game state, it's Beatrix.
Oh yeah, well, we've seen Havaniceday do it so many times here tonight too. Given that Delta clock, you can make any touch hurt like hell.
Yep. Ooh. Swipe out, noble strategy, but nothing to be found. Havaniceday still fighting back. SSBA does not kill here because we don't have any extra damage off of the BP, but would put Zerom into throw range, so we're gonna spend it. What?
Oh
no! Okay, we still have the threat of 2-2U. Ultimate Thunderbird?
Something? Zerom has to break counter off.
Oh, okay, no confirm off of the far H, but we have double 2-3-6U and the run up overhead. Just bet your whole life on it for Havaniceday.
Oh, that got a little bit squirrelier than I think either of those players intended there at the end. But Havaniceday will only ever use that 6XM when he is so confident. That's what it takes to finish out the round.
I mean, you need confidence to use it, right? That is an incredibly punishable move if you stand block it, but again, in the heat of the moment towards the end of the round, it's the perfect time to try and fight back. So now we run up past the fireball, send out the EX, and walk it back to see what you do.
6L's unrelenting until Zerom spends a bravery point. You have to pay the tax if you want to Havaniceday back to mid-screen.
Another wall bounce off of this H riding free. We have SBA behind it. It doesn't kill, but we might as well spend it. Put the pressure on Zerom.
Yeah, the pressure mounting so high. Tries to take to the sky. Will be kicked down back to earth.
Okay, walk it back. Not going to get caught by walk back 66H.
J2, this is giving me a sense of deja vu. I feel like we've been in this corner before. And Havaniceday is not letting up.
This dude loves the West Coast. He's prepping for AWT. I don't know what else to say, because this West Coast corner has been Zerom's home for the past 3 rounds. Might be the same on the 4th here as Havaniceday. One more throw away from killing Zerom.
6XL is going to connect, but now chip is a factor.
Ooh. Spaced out on the BC. We run up with the riding free. Have a nice day. One more game away.
Have a nice day. Trying to make the record as pristine as possible. Lost 1 game earlier in the bracket, but if he can help it, that's going to be the only blemish on this tournament run here tonight.
Yep. LDP action. Deep running on the command grab. Now we got Delta Clock.
We're going to spend it here. This is going to kill another home run in the books. Not even necessary. The Raging Strike takes us to a potential final round. A clean sweep so far for Hava.
Zerom trying to stay alive, but with a record like that, Have a Nice Day is an uphill battle no matter how you slice it. And slicing on through the pressure, we got EXDP, we have the counter hit, L riding free. We said it with the H version 2 to put you in the corner.
Backdash to get away from the jump outs.
Yep. Just waiting it out, giving us time to thank Pat Daddy 96. Thank you for the prime sub. We pull up with the BC and the whip on the Hellbreaker as well. Hava with the walk back in time to punish with the 6-6L.
That's 1 BP on Zerom. Is it going to go out of the park? One last chance, a swing and a hit for Have a Nice Day. We'll take our tournament here tonight. A 3-0 on the Beatrix.